Are back. Welcome back to Bearded Ramblings, episode 101. As you can see, we went the exact opposite of last week, where beforehand it was too many people on screen. Now we have technically only me on screen, although Walter is here. Are back. Oh, I can hear myself. Welcome back to Bearded Ramblings, episode 101. As you can see, we went the... There I am. There I am not. Away with me. Away. Hi Walter.
Hey, what's going on?
We were just talking about lolcows and lolcow adjacent things prior. Brendar is vanished off the face of the universe. I have no idea where he is. He will be probably in later. As always, I'm well established on having tech issues. This show will never have a smooth episode so long as I live. It is now written in the stones that there's a tech issue. But anyway, how have you been, man?
All right.
Got any projects coming up pretty soon?
I'm not even sure. It's too early for me. Yeah, it's 2 p.m.
Oh God. As a house hobo, I feel your pain. Like to have to wake up even remotely around these times.
I'm getting up early. They had a bad night the other night.
Yeah.
Now look at this. Okay, Lucas is now trying to charge people $20 to accept a friend request.
Wow. Well, you know what? At this point, what else does he have? Like, what else? I could almost get it. I can. It's like he's got nothing else going on. He's homeless. He's got no real friends because he tossed them all aside. He's very mentally unwell. He's very physically unwell.
Well, here he says, maybe I want to enjoy a restaurant for once this damn year, bullies.
Year? But he's always
Yeah,
uploading pictures of himself in restaurants.
So if you include his food stamps, Lucas gets almost $1,000 a month. Realistically, he probably has more spending money than a lot of people who work.
Yeah. Although he does pay rent on that place that he lives in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't have a lot of spending money if they have a family and stuff, you know?
Oh, sure, yeah. I barely have any spending money. Speaking of money, it's time to shill. Throughout the night, if you're so inclined, don't forget we have a stream goal down there in the doobly-doo in the description. Discord, Krendar, who I'm only shilling once because he's not here right now. Our friend Walter, who was very cool showing up. Twitter and Twitch, and if you subscribe to Twitch this Friday, you'll be able to join our watch party over on the Discord, assuming you're part of the Discord. If you subscribe there over on Twitch. Speaking of this Friday, we are going to beforehand. I'm going to play Scorn for the first time. I'm pumped for that. Also, King Cobra inspired cooking video on Wednesday. So that's going to be that's gonna be something. I'm terrified. Have you seen any of King Cobra's cooking videos?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'm the only one here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you've played them both times I've been on stream. Has it been twice? I forget.
I'll spare you a nice round 3.
Other than that, I haven't seen it. So.
I was showing him Drakenlord just beforehand. But there's a lot of things we can look at, and I think we should start beforehand at all. R.I.P. Tulsi Gabbard. Wait, no, not Tulsi Gabbard. She's still alive. She's abandoned the Democratic Party, but she's still alive. R.I.P. R.I.P. Andrea Lansbury. There. Very different women. Very different women. Oh, they're all starting to look the same. Yeah, Tulsi Gabbard's abandoned the Democratic Party because
who are driven by cowardly wokeness, who divide us by racializing every issue and stoking anti-white racism, who actively work to undermine our God-given freedoms that are enshrined in our Constitution, who are hostile to people of faith and spirituality, who demonize the police but protect criminals at the
she's just angry that her Russian oligarch money was cut off after the war started.
So the only thing I know about this woman is that Lucas used to support her. I don't know why.
Probably because she was a Democrat he could masturbate to.
Did she recommend a UBI? Because he really likes those.
Yeah, but a lot of people recommended a UBI. And I don't think I think she recommended a UBI in a sort of like a more staggered way. It wasn't as good. I just remember she'd come out on stage during those big Democratic primaries, and somebody had the very smart idea to put her in like a red dress with like a boob window. That I think somebody put like moisturizer on it, so like the light would just hit off her boobs. And everyone was like, "Mommy," you know, like. That was it. Beyond that, no one really thought about her, and then she started coming out with these fucking ridiculous right-wing takes, and, well...
He used to always mention her at the same time as Andrew Yang, so I don't know.
Why
Lucas doesn't
the
know what he's
fuck
talking
would
about.
he... Yeah, oh my god, Andrew Yang. Yang. Um, but I love there was a... Once the war in Ukraine started, and the Russian sanctions got hit, he made a video basically saying to the America, okay, America, you made your point. We can stop sanctioning Russia now. Bye bye, Putin money. Did your bank accounts get all freezed? Did you not get any more money? And there was always rumors going around that she was being paid by the Russians. And look at this, a elitist cabal. That's a fucking dog whistle for the Jews. Warmongers. Warmongers, you say? Who are they at war with? Is it Putin?
We better get DEFCON 3 on them.
yeah, we're getting to him. We're getting to him. Stoke anti-white racism, God-given freedoms. She's got to be supporting Trump next election cycle.
Yeah, anti-white racism is one of those things you're not supposed to say.
It's not even that. It's like the most default sort of calling card at this point.
Well, it's not like it's not like it's wrong or something. It's only wrong because the white supremacists say it.
I mean, I'm sure there's angles to anti-whiteness out there, but in the grand scheme of things, we're doing okay. You know, like we're not exactly at the bottom rung of the society. You could almost say that we're
gotta be.
We're kind of
I've
on
got to
the
be
top
missing it. Like, the only real issue is fucking cancel culture.
Yeah, and even that's fucking all up in the air. I mean, hell, I can think of a black man right now who's being targeted wrongly. Speaking of, where is that amazing hero of free speech? Where are you? Boop, 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 boop. Beforehand, I want to show this. Oh wait, no, we watched this last night. That's not what I was looking for. Actually, we'll start with TwitchCon. Did you see? Were you watching a lot of the whole TwitchCon debacle?
You mean the broken back?
That was one of 3 things we're going to be looking at because there was a lot going on.
Oh man.
Yeah, the streamer
always
hit by it.
Yeah. No. What? Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! What just happened?
They're coming back, dude.
Why?
We just had a moment.
Oh no! I'm gonna be late.
Oh, you poor dear. There was people in the chats of this saying that like they were going to get they were fine. It was going super slow. Yeah, so does a fucking like avalanche half the time, and it'll still crush you alive.
Man, it is truly ridiculous how often I hear about Dream, and he's never doing anything interesting, so why?
Because a lot of people hate him just because he's popular. When yeah, like there's really nothing else to it. I have no idea who he really is until like the face reveal, and I suppose I'd hear the name popping up. And then when he popped up, it was everyone was making fun of how he looked. Which why? He looked boringly average to me. He looks like he's got a slightly indented chin. That's it. He looks fine. But people were talking like he was fucking Quasimodo wandering around here going, I am hideous. Bleh. Like, what the fuck? He's just a kid. Like, if this is what they think that like one average person looks like,
well, it's a bit different. Most people have to show their face, so you'd only expect the real attractive person to end up on top. But I guess this is like a different scenario.
Yeah, like maybe. Also, I think maybe like Instagram and Snapchat filters have ruined a generation because a lot of these
Also,
were kids.
Yeah. Also, is Dream a kid? Like, how old is he? He might
20.
look a lot younger than he.
Yeah, he's like it is. He's like Dream age 23.
Because like Ninja was always surprisingly old. I'm like, does this guy really have blue hair? And he's in his 30s.
Dream face reveal. But like, yeah, so he's 23. And like he looks exactly like most of the people who follow him, and they were losing their shit. One guy apparently almost fainted because he was laughing so hard at how quote unquote ridiculous he looks. What the fuck? Like, yeah, like people are hating. What is? Some of it was funny. I did like the face compares, but I always like face compares. I guess no matter what, like you could have looked at the Giga Chad, and he still would have just got like ripped apart. Like people build it up in their head of what he must look like. He'd either have to be the most hideous motherfucker or like the most attractive motherfucker. Nothing in between. And he's about as average as it can be. He's a gradient medium going on here.
Yeah, not really worthy of being a lolcow or anything.
Oh no. Maybe one day he'll fall far. He wouldn't be the first big name to lose that.
Yeah, I was just looking up Narcissa. My God, what a sad story.
There's a name I haven't heard for in a while.
She goes by Melancholy on Twitter now and just makes all these depressing tweets all day.
This is Amaranth talking about her stalker from a few months ago. Did you hear about that?
That's why I said security had to get involved because the stalker showed up. Just because I have security, though, doesn't mean I want the stalker to see me. So that's why I went up to the room, and then I got that message, and I never came down. And then Mars, my camera guy, told me that he actually pulled up. So, he did not.
Yeah, he followed. This guy basically followed her around wherever she went across the world, and would just upload videos that were on par with like the Buffalo Bill dance and send it to her over and over again. And eventually, he found where she was staying and tried to break into her house.
Wow.
Yeah, he got arrested. He didn't. He adopted and took in a feral cat while in Houston because it reminded him of the cat he sold and got rid of to make his journey here. Whereabouts are unknown. He was here for. Yeah, like this is the thing. Like Twitch creators, like big creators these days, they need like fucking. Even with security, they need they need to just be very careful because they're gonna get fucking attacked or like just like even if it's just like their personal space getting like really like broken into, like really being fucked over.
Where's the good guy with a gun when you need him?
Hell, he is probably the good guy with the gun.
I should get a gun one of these days. I haven't yet. I don't think it's a bad idea for anyone.
No. I've actually had a big change on gun ownership over the years. So long as you know what the fuck you're doing, you don't treat it as a toy, and you remember to if you can, like, join a gun group or gun club who have like similar views to you. Because if there is going to be some problems there out in the streets, you don't want to be like bottled up inside with someone who's doesn't know how to use a gun. You know?
People say a gun's useless if it's not loaded, but it's really dumb to keep it loaded. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Oh, hell. What do you leave it in the baby's room by the crib while you're at it? You know, next to a bottle of pills. Yeah. Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at the almighty pit, shall we? Twitch con foam pit. I could have sworn I could have sworn.
Yeah, what do you think of this steak, by the way?
Let's have a look.
I have no idea what Lucas put on it.
Steak, you said. Whoa. All right, let's have a open link. Yep.
There's a good chance that there's ketchup on it, since that's what he put in his ramen. So there you go.
We're steak maxing at medium rare. So how are you maxing anything if you're doing it at medium?
God only knows what he put on this thing because he didn't actually tell us this time.
Yeah. I mean, anything that he produces, I wouldn't want to consume. So
It's not like I can tell if it's medium rare. You'd have to cut it open, obviously.
right, it's almost like a cross section exists for a reason. Yeah. Let's talk about the one everyone's been talking about, the foam pit, Twitch con foam pit. I don't want reviews or whatever. I just want to actually see the footage. Here it is. From a slightly different angle than what you normally see.
Oh my god!
So there were all these cubes everywhere. At this point, most people know. There were all these foam cubes everywhere, and they had a sort of gladiators going on where you had the foams, you were meant to knock them into it. So eventually one person fell, her, and then this one jumps in. And you can even tell it's just one layer of cubes thick. There's like nothing underneath that.
Sense of her own.
You good?
Great victory there.
I can't get out. Are you okay?
She's held down by the biffle medic. No, she's fine.
No, she's not.
Alright, we'll make sure she is okay. Get her out of the pit.
Going at the cubes one at a time.
Now she lives in the pit now, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Come on, Triple H would have finished the match.
Yeah, she really did fuck her. They have to put like a metal bar into her back.
Reminds me of that guy who jumps onto the ice like that. He thinks he's gonna break through it.
Yeah, and just ends up getting
breaks his ass, I'm sure. I don't know.
I just realized that it could be this woman. This woman's like a porn star, so I have to be careful when I'm typing her name in. That could have ended badly. Yeah, she broke back. But there was. I do feel bad for the for her, of course, but I also feel bad for the announcers who didn't quite know how to deal with this, you know? They just have to do their job. Yeah, we'll look at the NY post. But there's pictures of her, and she's not alone apparently. A good few people. Oh, this is it from a different angle. Apparently there was a few people who got really hurt in the ball pit, in the pit, and they did sign a waiver. However, that waiver, the key thing here, it won't apply for everything. There is almost no chance that a waiver will apply for everything. So she's probably going to end up being able to sue.
Yeah, hopefully. It's pretty unlikely a streamer actually has a chance.
Perpendicular
Well, if a few of them can get together, maybe.
Big sip.
Oh!
I mean, mean, it's pretty unlikely a streamer has insurance. I think.
Well, they are
She probably
pretty
makes a lot
big.
more than me, but
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are pretty big. They did. It is definitely something that if they have their lawyers, they need to look into it. I don't know what Twitch's official stance is, but it's probably like, well, that's what the paperwork's for. Herpty derp derp.
something like this could be pretty expensive, even if you do have insurance too.
Oh God, yeah. This a lot of people are really messed up. He is hot, I'll say that. But and this of course is gonna this is gonna affect.
Like, why couldn't it have happened to Keffels?
No. You know, we don't want people to be thinking that we're some sort of like nudge, nudge, wink, wink, you know, sort of thing. Like, check our links down below, and it's all like to like fucking Gab and shit like that.
I don't think people like Keffels anymore. There's been a ton of like pushback since then.
I know she pissed off some people because apparently she threatened Destiny's girlfriend with terminating his channel, but I don't know anything about that. All I know is that she did a very good thing in taking down Kiwi Farms. It was a very good thing that what happened. I know for you it made your life a fucking hell, and I do sympathize there, but it was.
That's an exaggeration. It's fine.
Yeah, I know. But
I heard the same crap from a lot of people, and I'm like, man, I only use it like once every couple months for videos, actually.
Yeah, it was like a Lucas hub, wasn't it? It was kind of like. There was one more thing from TwitchCon. Apparently, Twitch party ban at TwitchCon party. 50 gifted subs. Apparently you had to bribe yourself into a party by gifting people 50 gift subs. Yeah, this. This clip is no longer available. No. Where's the video? I saw tons of clips of it. So the premise of it is, if I'm going to tell the premise, and if anyone knows it, it would really help while I type this up. So someone wanted to get into TwitchCon like a house party, and they were told to leave, but then they were like, you can stay, but you have to gift 50 gift subs to stay in. But then he only gifted 25, and he got kicked out.
Man, that's expensive. I gifted 50 subs to Q-Star once.
Yeah, how much did that cost? It's like 4 or 5 quid for a
It's $5, so $250, I guess. I can't think right now. I've been smoking pot.
You monster! How could you? Oh my god! I know what I saw.
That was when he couldn't get monetized because the whole system was backed up, and I was already monetized.
Party, TwitchCon, party 25. No, it's not showing. It's gonna drive me crazy. Well, that's fucking annoying. That was like a mad. The thing is, the guy looked like he was like 17 anyway, so I don't think he should have been able to get into the party as it is. But
Man, is a Twitch party even cool? I'd feel like a fucking loser.
it does. It did feel really. Oh, here's the party. Here it is. Oh, thank Christ. Hi everyone. By the way, Krendar is nowhere to be found, so until then, I guess I hold on the fort alone.
I'm so sorry, but I have to ask you guys to leave. I gotta get rid of people.
Like, he looks 17, doesn't he? Like, I would not be like, where's your ID, kid?
I rented this house. There's too many people here. I don't know you. I'm gonna have to ask you and you're food.
This guy does look like a douche.
Mine too. You don't mind. I'm with Mike too, bro. I'm so sorry. We're shutting it down. I have to ask you guys to leave. Okay? I'm shutting the party down. Trimming the fat. I respect you guys. There's just too many people here. I don't need you guys. I'm trimming the fat, bro. Yeah, you guys gotta.
I would hate to be in this crowd just because I'd feel so old. Like, I just
Supposed to look cool or something. He sounds like Bill Lumberg from Office Space.
What are you doing?
Everyone looks so douchey. Alright, maybe that works. But then I'd be more worried about how old they were, you know? I'd be like, you're cute. You're like 27?
I come to think of it, isn't this party's a real sausage fest, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a few girls around, but it's like for every one girl, there's like 2 guys. Maybe they just need to empty up space for all the pictures.
It just doesn't look fun. It doesn't really look like a party.
No, it's an influencer party. No one really likes each other here. They just want to go and pose and like network and suggest crypto schemes to each other.
So sorry. I'm sorry. You're the fucking cigar guy.
You're the cigar guy. I like how he's dressed like a big, like, fucking, like he's gonna sell me some timeshare in, like, the early 2000s, and then out the back of his car he's gonna sell me some meth. But all these guys look like they're just going to someone's house for some weed, you know, and play some Smash. It's
cool.
It's,
I'm an influencer. I gotta throw a party for teenagers.
right? Like, that's the thing. Like, oh, I've got a fan meetup in January, right? I think I'm going to be the youngest person who's going to be hanging out with the people who are going to show up. I think everyone else is like at least 3 or 4 years older than me, who is going to show up. And you know what? I couldn't be happier. I'm going to be surrounded by adults. Like,
yeah.
Like actual people.
So I want to be the guy that leaves everything up to guessing a fucking number. I'm thinking with the chat. Fuck. We're gonna leave it up to chat.
Remember the year where like Ice Poseidon and Dr. Disrespect and I think Arab Andy and a couple of the other ones, they all kind of had a huge, like, giant penthouse rented for them, and they just filmed out of that. Like, it might have not even been for TwitchCon. It was like 30 people showed up, but I wouldn't recognize half of them. And they had like a big, giant, like, sort of table, and they all kind of...
I hated that kind of streaming.
It did, like, I would love to hang out with other streamers, for sure. But I wouldn't like to hang out with these sort of streamers. Not because, they're all bigger than me. It's because I have nothing in common with these people. Like,
I don't want to watch them hang out, that's for sure.
yeah, no, that was the thing. That stream, that had, like, 5,000 people watching it. It was huge. There was constantly getting donations. But that was the whole thing. The only reason that they were doing it was to get donations. I'm going to live stream when I'm out and about for sure. And if anyone wants to throw money my way then or now, that's fine. That's just a grift. But if I don't get any money tonight and if I don't get any money on the trip, I'm not going to be like, this was a disaster. Why do I even film? Why indeed? Why do you need to film? Turn it off. It's like the IP2 crowd. You can tell they don't want to be on camera half the time, but they keep the camera going. They don't have to. So that's the key thing. You could turn off the camera.
I have to stream soon.
Next time you need to fill up your car with gas, do a stream.
I donated 50, so...
Here we go.
You donated 50. He donated 50. I donated 50, so...
50.
Alright,
Fitty.
hold the fucking camera. Yeah. That's wild.
You might as well just have a card reader, you know?
No way!
Oh, this is so, it's so, eh. And I mean, here's the thing, like, it's what the kids want, and it's gonna get more and more tacky and basic. But, how artificial is it gonna be? Is it eventually just gonna be an AI streamer? AI influencer? Because then you don't have to pay them jack shit.
Yeah, that sounds like something that would happen that I would hate.
Yeah, well, of course we wouldn't we wouldn't have an audience.
Yeah, I already can't deal with watching VTubers somehow.
I know one or two VTubers, and yeah. Sometimes it can be fun. Sometimes I think that it creates a dynamic. It creates a dynamic like Dream, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, it could be worse. We could be Kanye. We could be Kanye. Oh, Kanye, what have you done? I know he wants to go by Yee, but here's the thing, I'll forget it. He's
Okay,
Kanye.
literally no one is actually calling him that, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about it.
So he wore a it started when he wore a White Lives Matter t-shirt next to Candice Owens in Paris Fashion, right? After he was on Tucker Carlson. Which, yeah, that's a fucking red flag right there. So people were like, hey man, that's kind of a bit, you know, not
Get
cool.
this, Jaden Smith came across as more mature.
How so?
Oh, he tweeted about how he had to dip out of the event as soon as he saw that shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Jaden Smith is usually the cringy one.
I know. Like, wasn't he like obsessed with like flat Earth at one point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe.
Well, he need to grow up. Maybe that's all. But after that, P Diddy was like trying to have a conversation with him, and he was talking about how he was and Kanye was going on about how he's a Fed, and how he and how he's a part of like the woke mob and cancel culture, and them and the elitists. And he's like, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? Can we just have a conversation? He wants to meet up with him and like have a sit down, and like Kanye's like, no. And then he started to post up don't wear the shirt, yeah, a lot of people were throwing. He looks like a homeless guy I saw in New York outside the big train station.
He's wearing these rather unflattering grills right now.
Yeah, it looks bad. T-shirt was funny. No one's saying that angle. Everyone's taking him completely at face value, pro or con. Because he used to create like waves beforehand, and now he's just before he would release an album. And now he's doing shit like this, and he's not planning to release an album anymore. Like, bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm doing a DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. The funny thing is, I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew. Okay, actually Jew. Also, you guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who opposes your agenda. Also, he said, guess who made cancel culture? Implying that cancel culture was made by Jews. This is actually Hotep logic, by the way. This is like pure Gazi Kodo Black Hammer ballpark. But
I have not seen cancel culture to be started by the Jews. I never even considered such a thing.
Well, a lot of people, that is a right-wing talking, that's like a full white nationalist talking point. And because he's becoming, let's be honest here, he's becoming like Jesse Lee Peterson, Candice Owens. He's becoming an Uncle Tom.
If anyone should be canceled, it's Israel.
Well, I'm actually all for that, so long as it can be transformed into a sort of like blended of the two countries. Because I've been to both countries, and both countries have a right to live. But right now, Israel's firing a bunch of missiles at Palestine, who has to turn to the only group it can, which is a bunch of extremists who have some pretty fucked up views too, and think that firing into hospitals are a good response. It's a very bad thing that I don't really want to get into, but I am not for Israel doing bad things.
Yeah.
But
Palestinians got a pretty raw deal. Yeah.
but also the like Israel is not the Jews, despite the fact the Zionists want them to be. Like the fucking guy, the fucking guy who like it works at a deli or a fucking or at a fucking like a fucking shoemaker shop is not secretly controlling the world, you know.
Kanye in particular is not talking about Israel here. I think he read QAnon or something.
No, he's definitely not. He is hell. He wouldn't be able to because the Republicans love Israel because they believe that the Jews need to return home for Judgment Day to start. And that's not even a joke. That's the apocalyptic sort of doomsday prepper shit that they believe. So they do love Israel.
I think he's been reading QAnon.
Oh yeah, he's been getting so many sort of race realists. He's probably gonna have a sit down with Jordan Peterson pretty soon.
I already talked to Cucker.
Yeah, more than once. He's gonna claim that he's gonna end up like that one from the one from The Mandalorian, who got kicked off because she was like believing in QAnon shit.
Oh. Right.
And then she ended up in like a Ben Shapiro written movie that I think starred Kevin Sorbo, and it was just a bomb, which of course it was.
It was like a Western horror for right wing people or something.
Yeah, it's like,
yes, this is a lateral career move, definitely.
He so does not look good in this picture. I mean, he looks really ill. He looks like he's starting to like lose touch. Also, as it turns out, which of course he means the Jew. Well, he has outright said it. The guy who went off with Kim. What's his name? Comedian, SNL. SNL comedian. Kim. Search. How hard is it? Search.
The guy's always yelling about Pete Davidson or whatever.
Yeah, Pete Davidson. Doesn't Pete Davidson have like strong Jewish blood in him?
From what I hear, but I don't know if that's the reason why Kanye.
I don't know. Like he did buy a house right next to where they live now. Yeah, Jewish ancestry with distant German, Irish, and Italian roots. Yeah, I'm just saying there's a lot of lineup here. Let's be honest here. I'm getting strong Cook tent vibes from Kanye right now. Like he lost I mean, I know he's mentally unwell, but he's also kind of like he's lost his girl to a guy who, as some rumors say, is fucking packing it between the legs, and now he's losing like any credibility. Like he's not doing well for himself, and he's clearly mentally unwell. But that still doesn't justify what he's been doing at all. Like there's no justifications for what he thinks.
It feels like he's been grabbing for attention.
Well, he's getting it. Can't deny that.
Did you see what was on the front of the White Lives Matter shirt?
No.
It was a picture of Pope John Paul II. I have no idea why. I'm sure the two things were supposed to be related, but I haven't been able to make the connection.
Yeah. That's Oh, and before we go off this, you sent let's see down in the chat. Here it is. Yeah, Kanye opened a Christian school apparently. Kanye West opened a Christian private school called Donna Academy. Parents will sign NDAs. Jesus Christ, no! There's a red flag. Price $15,000 a year. The school is not accredited. Here's a video from singing "Good Morning Donna."
Donna. Good morning, Donna. Good morning,
Kids, if you're offered Kool-Aid, don't drink it.
Oh my lord.
Good morning, Donna. Good morning, Donna. Good morning. Good morning, Donna. Good morning, Donna.
It's like Walmart.
Yeah. Oh God! Speaking of Walmart, did you see the Walmart video game, the MMO?
No.
Yeah, they made a version of Roblox, but it's Walmart. Let's bring it up. Walmart video game, Roblox. Yeah, Roblox. Game Walmart. Walmart made a Roblox great. Yeah, Walmart Land. Walmart Land. It is so. I don't know how else to say.
Was Kanye always religious?
He always had a sort of
I know he
Christian
liked
spiritual Baptist vibe to him, but
he liked the idea of being religious. He did Jesus walks and everything, but it's like, do I really think that he was?
no, I think that he was like, yeah, he because that would require a level of commitment and retrospection, but rather he's religious in the form more in the form of I think like I believe in something bigger than myself, me, because he has claimed to be God before. So
he sure likes the aesthetic of Christianity,
Yeah.
I guess.
Is there no trailer or whatever of Walmart Land or like footage? Like I saw Charlie play it, but explore Electric Island in Walmart Land. This is from their website, so this is yeah. Oh, that music's probably copyright. Okay, so this isn't gameplay footage. Like any good game trailer these days, there's no gameplay footage. Okay, Walmart Land. I'm gonna try one more time because Walmart Land gameplay. Here it is. Again, guys, no idea where Krendar is, but if he pops in, if not, regardless, we have a stream goal. Anything given, greatly appreciated, never required. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and to check the links in the doobly-doo for Discord, Twitter, Twitch, and of course for Walter and Krendar stuff.
Yeah, I demand a tribute of at least 50 subs.
Yeah, or not 25. It's the exact same ad. Is there really no one like actually? No. That's not how Walmart Land should be.
It's just a ripoff of Second Life.
Oh sure, but worse graphics. Yeah, look, the highest video is literally Charlie. So fuck it, we'll just have him on mute. Yeah, because like, look at this shit. How does this help you buy something? How does this help you buy terrible ramen and like moisturizer and a shotgun and a 12-pack? You know?
Oh my god.
Look at it. It's so... I want to actually... Oh, I almost want to play this.
I'm too old to enjoy Roblox graphics in the first place, of course, but...
Oh, this is the metaverse that Zuckerberg was threatening.
The colors, they're like ripping off Fall Guys too.
Yeah. And this is the sequel to Food Fight.
I'm gonna be glad Walmart doesn't actually look like this.
Oh god, they're always going on about how you can like eventually use the metaverse or like the internet to create create your order online, because I can create like my shopping order right now. I've got an app for like Tesco's, but I can create my order and I could even have it delivered here. I'm not going to, but I could do it. So eventually, I suppose in theory, you have VR and you're just like pretending to walk into a store and you pick stuff up into your item list, and then you pay for it. It goes through your card or whatever, and then someone sends it out to you, like on a drone. I could see that happening. They're climbing moisturizer bottles. Oh god!
One of those things is just like a lot of extra effort.
Yeah, like for God, I don't know about you, but I like going up to the shop.
They used to make fun of this thing called like Dahir Insat that would come up with like ideas. This is
Oh
on
God,
Red
no! I know exactly who you're talking about. Magicus. How do you spell it again? Oh wait, never mind. It's still on my save.
Yeah, I think it's a yeah.
Yeah, we looked at the helicopter, for example. That was fucking ballistic.
I'm thinking of the drive-through supermarket where everything has to be
I
moved.
know
to
we
you.
watched that too. Automatic container house. What the fuck? The music always is so over the top.
It's like the base construction thing from Alpha Centauri, right?
Or hell, Command and Conquer. It's your MCV.
Yeah. Oh wow.
The floors. Now the thing is, I could imagine in theory this could work, but how would this be cheaper? You know? Like, how would this be cheaper than just getting some like fucking sheet metal and putting together?
I don't think it'd be cheaper or better. It's ridiculous.
Right? What if one gear breaks? You know, like
they complicate things like every fucking time.
That's right. That's why like Elon Musk is such a fucking gobshite. He'll make these ideas that were like dismissed in 1910, like this, like the bullet train that the tube that would go from LA to like Vegas on this massive mag rail. Why each one of these things would bring maybe like 2 shipping containers. Meanwhile, like a Union specific train can like have hundreds of them going along. Like, how much would it cost to use this thing? You need to improve in a practical way.
Yeah, this is weird. They're solving like a problem that doesn't exist. Like we don't have problems making houses.
Yeah. If anything, like we could scale back on the complication of houses and shit. Next generation fast food restaurant. Oh, hit me with it.
We're living in the future.
Oh my god!
It's
eat at the food bay. You know, like...
Yeah, I know.
Consume.
In the army, they call it the DFAC, the dining facility. This is just like 4 of those mashed together.
Workers begin nourishment intake.
Yeah, once again, they're just like they still need waitresses. I don't understand.
Yeah, like somebody's taking the order. And the weird thing is, we can scale out waitresses now, at least for like taking orders, because I mean you probably be at the airports and such to have like the iPads built into the tables, and you make your order via that.
And the place, they try to make it look so snazzy too.
It looks like some like.
It looks like a casino. It's too.
Yeah,
too big.
It looked. Oh god, did you ever play those like knockoff version of the Tycoon games? The like the cooking tycoon, the pizza tycoon. It's kind of like if you never zoom in close on the characters, it's always just like everyone has like 2 or 3 eating animations. It's just that. You still have a cleaner. What if there's a single blockage? If there's a single blockage.
What? She has to go all the way to the table anyway. Why not just grab the dishes?
How much is this place going to cost in maintenance? Like,
I can't even imagine.
Method for instrumental enrichment of food of food? Oh, precious ores. Okay, I don't know. I don't know the nuances of that. Underground delivery system. Okay, at least they're short.
I don't know why this stuff is so funny.
I think it's because they take themselves so seriously. It's kind of like Neil Breen.
I don't know if there's a single good idea that comes from these people. There should be, but there might not be.
It's actually statistically like this. This is some fucking Logan's Run shit.
Dell computers, the way of the future.
I eat there too, JLV. I just eat there more to say I went there. I wouldn't imagine the food would be very good. You probably get like pellets. Oh god, it ships to your house, does it?
Yeah, good thing we're solving that problem of not being able to get packages to houses.
The Amazon drones make more sense than this. Fucking robotic asphalt repair machine. Now I saw the asphalt a few months ago getting repaired on my road. So let's see. They had a few guys at a big fucking like steam press thing. Let's see how this improves upon it. And did it over the course of 2 days.
I've been working on it forever here, but...
Okay. So it cuts it out. A guy with a fucking machine that does very similar things could do that already. Then it... Oh, did it suck it out? Then it had a pre-made slot. Yeah, everything here could have been done prior by hand.
I don't know, the fact that they always have to have a person there anyway makes the robots so pointless in a lot of these.
You know, they're holding up a lot of traffic. Most people need to get to GPT tech, get to work. No, like again, this is so. One more, and then we'll move on. Just because they're short. How about the public transport system? Because I'm all about the trains. I love me some trains.
Yeah, I need to see this ridiculous Midgar looking city again. Oh, come on!
Roadkill would upset this shit.
Okay, did you see that roundabout?
Yeah.
You can't have roundabouts with that much traffic. It's not.
And you know what else?
Work.
There's still so much congestion. This isn't helping anyone with who needs public transport.
I know, what is this, China?
Oh, for fuck's sake! Imagine you're driving a car. Imagine you're driving a car and a fucking giant leg.
Maybe all the cars are maybe all the cars are supposed to be automatic in this, and that's why they can do the roundabout like that.
City Skylines is getting weird. I could almost imagine this working, but even then it would be a very more simplistic version of it.
I don't know, why have this instead of a regular train?
Right? And why are they bulged like that? They don't need to be that bulgy. They need to be as fucking tiny as possible. They need to be long and thin.
Is this Final Destination?
When threatened, the gyroscopic public transport system will deploy its airbags.
Well, it is a carnivore after all.
What? Oh, come on. The two-man drone system. Oh god, I hope they're commissioned for every one of them, and their base set price is like $500. That's it, like $500, and tell us what you want. Like, there's the drive-in mall you talked about.
They are so close to just coming up with a soup tube, like in that video I made.
Yeah, look at this shit.
Well, let me just flip through like I'm on Netflix. Maybe I'll find what I want.
Fucking Tinder with your milk.
Yeah, I need 3 bags of potatoes.
Yeah, he
from
still
Russia.
had
After
to.
all.
He still had to get out of his car.
Oh my god.
Extreme Oreo placement.
Doesn't show most of the sorting's happening, does it? No, people, of course. Yeah, the whole thing's automated, so you look in the back and there's a bunch of people cycling.
That's like a lot of times when we think of like automation, half the time that's just all it is. And yet, for a minute I thought he was wearing the heels, and I was like, oh, progressive.
Things go fast. Those donuts would be all over the glass. Oh.
Comfortable shoes.
Oh, come on.
For starters, they did not look comfortable.
There is no way we're gonna sell shoes without having to have like people involved.
Yeah, what will you? Ted Bundy suffers enough, okay? No, Al Bundy. Al Bundy. Ted Bundy did not suffer enough. Al Bundy suffers enough. They actually are related.
I'd buy shoes from Ted Bundy. Wow.
Hey, he knows what a woman wants.
Apparently, Al Bundy was actually named after King Kong Bundy.
I think so, but there was a joke episode where it turns out that Ted Bundy was a distant relation to him, and he was like brought in. He was brought in on like probation to look after, and they just ended up basically giving him to another like murderer who was going to take him away somewhere. Oh god, this shit makes the Cyberpunk games look far more realistic, you know?
Yeah, I don't know what the point to any of these are. You really should start by like figuring out what a problem is before you try to come up with a solution.
Right? Like there's some great channels out there that do great stuff. Not just bikes, for example, or not just bikes. This guy is an actual like architect. He's from Houston and he lives out in Amsterdam. And he breaks down of like mostly traffic. Most of the problem in most cities is traffic. And like some cities do it great and some people do it like wrong. Like at the end of the day you've got like cities that are just nothing but highways, and it still isn't enough. Because more people hear about highways, the more that don't have congestion, the more they go on it until it's eventually congested. But
I'd rather beat my head against the wall than go to Seattle.
Yeah, I hear Seattle's a fucking nightmare to drive in.
It's as bad as I've seen, I guess.
What was the worst I've ever seen? The craziest I ever saw was in Europe, and that was around the Arc de Triomphe. It's like a roundabout, but it has no, because they didn't want to ruin the aesthetics of it. They didn't put any lines between the lanes. So you just have to gauge between the lanes. It's madness.
People would lose it if that happened here.
Well, most Americans are terrified of roundabouts as a rule.
Yeah, actually, they do them in Olympia here, but only in places where there's not tons of people all the time. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll save it for now. So chat, how you doing? I can't converse with the Krendar. I really have no idea where he is. He's been late before. I'm guessing it's something to do with work. By the way, actually, I should talk about it. He did say that he won't be able to. We won't be doing it on Tuesday, this show anymore, but we are going to be doing it on Thursdays. I do believe now is the new show time. So so I won't be streaming the show this time next week. It'll be rather on Thursdays, same time, different day. Anyway, how are you guys? Are you doing good? I'm doing. Why does my robe always fall down sort of suggestively on one shoulder? Oh, lovely. Glorious. Give us more of that, sir, please.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, back. Doop-a-doop, boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I was just saying that we've changed up the timetable. Which is fine by me, but Thursday is gonna be a day after my drinking stream day, which is Wednesdays. So I'm going to be hungover as fuck most Thursdays.
Indeed.
Toronto is a different place. I'm a straight hole. I have no idea why.
They both boxed him in the face.
Oh shit!
Oh my god! What the?
Oh, down he goes. Guardians, protect your ladyship. He's just going after everyone. What a sweet boy. You ever been to Toronto?
I've never been to. I don't think I've ever been to Canada actually.
I was up there for a few days. Crazy time. I saw more crazies in Toronto than I saw in any other city in America except for New York.
You travel a lot.
Well, I've seen crazies in outside of New York for sure, but like in Chicago, it was surprisingly everyone was really nice and friendly, and it was oddly cleaner than I was expecting. I met people who were clearly like on substances, but they weren't like crazy. In New York, obviously, I saw all manner of insanitoids. But out in between, like there, like Cleveland, everyone was really nice. Buffalo, there was a lot of angry people in Buffalo. I remember that.
We have a lot of crazies just in the county I'm in.
Oh well, there's I don't need to go far to find crazies. In around here, like there's this one guy who he kind of giggles as he walks past you on the street in our town here. Like he does it to everyone. Every time he's like, he just walks by you. But there was this one guy I saw in Canada, and he was having a fight with a lamppost. He was just like he was just screaming at it at the top of his lungs. But I think he was super young and he was very well dressed. That was the weird thing. I guess maybe he was off his meds or something like that, or maybe he took too many of them. I wanted to hold off on the Canada Queen thing for as long as possible, but if Grandar's not here in a few minutes, we'll do it. Hero Mayor fractures ankle as he rescues family's second before train smashes into car. Holy shit! Well, you could ask what happened to that car. A train would definitely be high up there. Eddie Daniels says he remembers being caught between train and SUV, but still managed to get the last child out.
See, this is why we need that Do You Hear Inset thing.
Yeah, where's their? Where's
would have
their
just stepped over the car.
Yeah, would have stepped. I just realized this is Professor Frink's house that on legs that escapes from predators. You remember that? The Simpsons.
No.
Oh god, I don't think we can show the clip, but I can show a still out of it. Simpsons house with legs. Yeah. It's just when a burglar comes, it just grows two gigantic robot legs and then just runs away. But on the ad, like he's describing, it just goes over there, falls down, and then catches fire, and the little figurines come out, and it just looks at they just look at Frank and goes, "Well, the real people won't burn so fast." Right.
It's just a prototype.
Yeah, the laserarium. Yeah. And they're firing. Every house is like a laser defense mode, but this house also has the legs. Someone saw this and still went ahead and bought it. And then it gets up and walks away and falls down and catches fire. God, I miss old Simpsons. Oh, that might be one of the watch nights we'll do on Discord. We'll just watch like choice Simpson episodes. Oh, here's the gif of it. Here's the gif of it. I know I'm allowed to show gifs at the very least. Assuming it'll let me show it the gif. There we go. Darson alarm music should be playing. Oh, I can do that. I'll just play one of their videos because they always have the exact same song over and over again. Darcy Insta. How do you pronounce it? They are insats. All right. Come on.
Inspirational.
It works. All right. Shouldn't you do that with all of Professor Frink's machines and just have them superimpose the Tarzan music? All right, let's bring her up. Let's talk about her, the Queen of Canada and the world. Well, I wish we had a Canadian here, but Queen of Canada. So yeah, Philip DeFranco talked about her first, and that's how I knew about her. She Global News will do, yeah.
On the weekend, a group of people called on others to go and arrest the police, members of the Peterborough Police Department, but in the end, it was some of those protesters who were arrested.
No.
At Peterborough's police station, an ordinary Monday. What unfolded here on Saturday was not. The weekly anti-government protest downtown took a twist after this woman, Romana Didulo, in the motorhome, called on people to arrest members of the local police.
They 100% believed that they could arrest the police, and I wouldn't be surprised if they tried again.
A group went to Peterborough.
She looks like Casey Tron mixed in with Carrie Fisher.
Wouldn't be surprised if they tried again.
A group went to Peterborough Police Headquarters, and some tried to carry out the wishes of a woman who calls herself the Queen of Canada. She's espoused anti-government, anti-vaccine views for months.
People really believe in what she says her followers do, to the point where they, quit paying their bills because she told them that they no longer
you don't have to pay bills or you have to pay rent. All landlords are to be shot. But also, like, all vaccines will give you, like, autism, so you can't do it. That the world is flat. She has these absolutely, like, pure, unadulterated, like, insane takes. And then they tried to steal, like, a police car.
Have to pay them, and some are losing their homes.
Eventually, 2 of the protesters were arrested and held for a court appearance.
Not good.
People might get killed
Not
here.
good.
Many in Peterborough have grown tired of the protests.
Stupid.
But arresting the police is something.
I like this editing. Like, I have none of this has any context. Like, imagine if she's tuning in now.
Protesters were arrested and held for a court appearance.
Not good. Not good.
Many in
thank you, person, I guess.
Peterborough have grown tired of the protests.
Stupid.
But
they're barely even showing the people. This is they're using them as like
they're not even showing their faces.
They might as well just show a reaction GIF.
Yeah, like a fucking emoji laughing.
Like a
arresting the police is something new.
The obstruction potentially of the police movement throughout the police department is likely what caused the issue.
It's either insanity or it's treason.
But this University of Pittsburgh professor says this kind of government effort,
Karen,
must be taken seriously. Even
oh my God, she's got a nose like the rat people in that Nutcracker movie. You ever? What was it? I forget who did it, but it was like set in like Poland, and not Poland, like Vienna, and there was basically like the rats had taken over the country, and they had set up a child factory where black smoke was coming out while a rat Fuhrer in a black uniform was shouting that all children were evil. Like this was a Nutcracker movie for kids. And all the people had rat prosthetics that looked like her nose. Like it was.
If it appears on the fringes.
They want to replace
like
it
what they give it to
with
Rob
some
Zombie.
creation of their own. And I don't think we should ignore people who are making steps or strides to actually carry out these ideas.
This story is still developing. Just a little over an hour ago, the Peterborough police chief put out a video statement. They've now arrested a third suspect, a 31-year-old man, charged with 3 charges in connection with what happened at the police station on the weekend, adding to 2 other men who are charged. They're in their 50s, plus the Ontario Special Investigations Unit. They're investigating because of injuries that were sustained by one of the people who was arrested. So police asking for videos, asking for more evidence. There will likely be more charges, and there may be more situations like what we saw here in Peterborough on the weekend. Stay tuned.
Like, there's a lot of hype around her because she's not like getting arrested. She's getting like fined and warned. But after this, I think the hype might die off a little bit. After the Queen died, she claims that it was left in like the secret will of the royal family that only she can see, that she's now in charge of the entire Commonwealth. So she's technically in charge of the world as she sees it. And like when asked about it, she's got this rambling. It is pure, like, it's pure. I think she actually believes, she's one of those people who believes in not only gang stalking, but that birds are like secretly not real and are like drones that secretly watch us. Have you ever heard about that conspiracy?
No.
Yeah, there was this doing the rounds of like, birds aren't real, there's no way, they're all secretly like cameras and shit, you should go and kill them and show it. So there's like pictures of people like killing a bird and trying to look through their bodies to find like microchips. I think she believes in all that. Which is a shame because she's actually got some cool like views to help people, like water should be free, homes should be free, like some really cool progressive shit. But then obviously all this like QAnon shit thrown in as well. So
you know what blows my mind? How much everyone's on camera in England.
Oh yeah, that is. We've just gotten used to that. But
I don't know why people are still out there committing these crimes and they don't know that the cameras are on them.
Yeah, that is really weird. That is really weird. You'd think that they'd put it off, but like a lot of times they just put on their hoods and that's it. I mean, that's why hoodie culture is such a thing, you know?
Yeah.
Also, they're cheap. Hoodies are just... Oh, speaking of UK, here we go.
Karens in the wild.
Unless we've seen this one.
Oh,
Oh, right off the bat.
Oh, right, okay.
The fucking blade.
Fucking blade. Fucking blade noise.
You don't get back to it, but I'm here too. You don't get me back to it, that takes me 14 years.
It's right here. You're embarrassing yourself.
Oh, she's from the north.
I'm not embarrassed. Can you please send that off to me to my
Evidence.
Shabba shabba. You still got our food though. You know, I complain.
Get out! Get
It's so rare that I can understand someone from the north more than I can stand someone else. Like the northern accent can get really, but I can kind of understand her. I have no fucking clue what this one's gibbering about.
I really wish somebody would just tackle her like the bagel boys guy.
I'm on the phone to the police!
Yeah, I mean, there must be at least one rugby player here.
Congress, get the fuck on! Get on! Get the fuck on! I'm on the phone with the fucking police! Get the fuck on, you drunk piece of shit! Go ahead and throw it! Go ahead!
Look at him, he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
We have coverage! He's filming you! Get the fuck on, you green shit!
You green shit. Oh, fuck! Woo!
Yeah, please.
I gotta say, I like the decals and the graffiti over there.
I'm gonna stand here and watch you make a fool of yourself.
Make a fool of yourself. Who are? Who are? You see, that's the thing. She knows he won't, like, let her go at her. English people are far more sophisticated than you Americans. You have to understand. No, not the pin! Shouldn't even be here in Belfast.
Pathetic, you're on drugs. Get the fuck out of my face. Pathetic. Can't even land a hit on me.
I can't even land a hit on me. Nice.
You're gonna come up to my car?
And now for some classic
Fucking relax
American.
with your little attitude.
Ooh.
She just fucking assaulted me. You just assaulted me.
You did?
You just assaulted me. You took my phone.
Shut the fuck
You
up.
just assaulted me.
You're just a little fucking bitch.
Bro, you just assaulted me. Oh, I assaulted you. You just
Good
assaulted
impression.
me. You literally snatched my phone from me.
She does have an annoying voice.
Are you kidding me? You driving a G-Wagon and you act like this? This is how the rich act? This is how the rich act? I have your license plate, you fucking idiots.
No, madam. We have her license plate.
You're gonna call someone out and then run from them.
There you go, everyone.
And you act like this? This is how the rich act? This is how the rich act?
Like, I wonder even what the
have your
cause of this
license
was.
plate,
I
you
really
fucking
doubt
idiot.
it was, like, justified. Oh,
no,
fuck.
hit me. Bro,
Get in your car and grow up.
Can someone call the cops? Like, can someone call the, like, what the fuck?
Good old suburban Karen.
You're the one in a fuck.
Yeah, in a fucking Jeep in the suburbs, having a fight outside of a Dunkin' Donuts. Now this is peak America 2022.
Fucking G-Wagon! And I work my ass off too,
Yeah,
bitch!
medical too. Shut the fuck up, you little fucking idiot.
Oh, you act like that with your daughter in the car? That's real nice. I really want her to get out and do something. Like, I swear to God, do it!
What?
Pull up so I can get your, like...
What do you mean you want her to get out and do something?
husband
She already
said-
tried and you've completely backed off.
Yeah, can we just see? Hell, the one in the one up north had a bigger fucking blow up. Yeah, wasn't upset for me ordering DoorDash 3 times a day. Now here's the thing. First of all, yeah, that's fucking crazy. But I have known people who do that, and everyone who does that is mentally kind of in a bad place. You know?
It's just expensive.
Yeah, the only reason you do that is like, I just want immediate pleasure right now. Yeah?
He's upset with me because, in his words, sweetie, you need to stop spending so much money on DoorDash. Ordering it 3 times a day is not appropriate, and we need to start living within our means.
Which is true, and now you're taking your phone out and starting to complain while a baby is crying. Like, classy.
Honey, it sounds like you have an income problem, not that I have a spending problem.
No, he probably only has an income problem because you're spending all his fucking money.
Start earning more money and we won't have these issues. So I took his credit card that we share and I booked a vacation for my daughter Richard and I. We're staying in a hotel tonight.
My daughter Richard? Okay.
And I hope he enjoys that I charged $8,000 to his credit card.
Wait, you said your credit card, as in like you share it, so you charge yourself $4,000.
Well, he's the one working, so it's his problem, I guess.
Oh yeah, yes, and she'll probably have plenty of money to get a lawyer when he divorces her. You know,
Oh
like...
boy.
More money, darling.
What? That is some entitlement right there from her. Jesus fucking Christ.
I like that kind of a woman would give a shit if she had to go bankrupt. But the guy probably will.
Yeah. Well, the important thing is then you try to find another sugar daddy when you act that way, you know? Karen chased employees through cell phone store. Karen crashes car after insult woman. Ooh, crash.
Karens in the wild.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, you fucking bogan slut? Get the
I was like, well, hold on, that's not American, and that's not English, and that's not Irish. Good old Australians. Can't
fuck
forget
out of
them.
Canberra, go get a job, and find something better to do with your fucking
you done?
What have you done?
Can
you
I please
reversed
have
into
your
me.
license?
Honey, you just reversed into me. I have a fucking
sorry, we're at a traffic light
Yeah,
and
you
you
can say whatever you want, and you can put whatever you want, sweetheart. The media doesn't care about you.
I'm not talking
They
to
don't
the
care
media.
about you.
Yeah.
What's that? What are you looking for?
Don't you worry.
What are you looking for?
Oh,
Did you see that?
Maniac.
Yeah, I am. So get the fuck out of Canberra, because there are a lot of us.
Canberra.
Maniac.
Holy fuck!
Oh, I'm so sorry, Emma. I'm so sorry. You fucking idiot. You are fucked.
Can you better call the tow truck? Or you shut them all down in town.
The media will care about this.
So I'm literally shaking right now because I came to a restaurant.
Never the second.
It's like they make those. It's like they make those cars out of cardboard or something.
No car can survive the awesome power of a pissed off Karen. If you start your conversation with "I'm literally shaking right now," unironically, no, you need to go back to human school and away from internet school, because you
to shoot content, and they just discriminated against me and told me that I'm not allowed to sit down and eat food because I don't have a vaccine card. And I'm just beside myself at the fact that these people right here can say that it's not discrimination. What do you call that?
Store policy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, like it's state law.
I don't think I'd want somebody fucking streaming their meal at my place anyway.
I've done a live streams from places before, bars and restaurants, but you know what? I always ask permission first.
I've seen people doing it outside, but
I don't know, like when I'm, for example, usually I don't have really good Wi-Fi, so this village is like really off the beaten track. As when I'm out and about in a more urban area, Ireland's website web isn't the best, isn't the worst, but sometimes I can find a place to sit down, usually a bar, and I go down to a corner somewhere and I just have a drink and then several other drinks, and then but all the while if the camera's on, brilliant, you know.
You're trying to do your job. Everybody's trying to do their job. Do you understand what happened in the 1940s in Nazi Germany when people?
Oh yes, let's compare. Yeah, we needed that, didn't we? You need a good old-fashioned comparison. I'm basically going to be sent off to the death camps now.
People had to pull out cards there. It's discrimination. Yeah, get a manager because I have a large following on my account and I'm putting this place on blast.
Oh god.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
There are literally dozens of us. Dozens!
Absolutely ridiculous. You think that I'm going to sit here and allow you to discriminate against me and not say?
This almost seems like it could be parody. This almost seems like something Casey Tron would do. Like, I'm being attacked right now? You know?
Except that I've seen actual streamers do it too many times to not like believe in it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it might be parodying like real life ones who do it. I remember one year at like VidCon or something. I watched footage and there were these. They couldn't have been older than 17, the oldest of them, and there was just a big scrum of them screaming at each other. And someone shouted, "I have 10,000 followers! I'm important, damn it!"
Oh, how important!
Like, oh Jesus Christ!
Something to not get loud about it, and you're just doing your job. Unbelievable.
I love all 299 of you in who follow me. And I love everyone who's popped into the chat and anyone who will pop into the chat afterwards. Well, that'll be more of the comments. And anyone who watches just randomly. We've got lots of lurkers. Oh God, have you seen on Twitch there? You can now, if you're like a partnered, you can actually remove the lurkers if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that noise.
Well, I've never actually streamed on Twitch. I do it on YouTube.
Oh, okay. So
where my followers are.
Basically, if you're watching it but you're not contributing in the chat at all, you can just be kicked. Yeah.
Why the hell would anyone want to do that?
Right?
Just be like, hey, you lurkers, if you don't give me 50 subs each, I'm kicking you out of my chat.
If you're big enough, I imagine you could do some shit like that. But I know that there's, I know I get lurkers because at the end of like a stream, I can look back over like the view counts and see, oh, there was only so many people in like a chat, and only so here on YouTube, only so many people in the chat, but only so many people watch. Almost everyone has this, where it's not like 4 people in the chat and only 4 people ever watch the stream. There's going to be like ups and downs, ebbs and flows. And here's the thing, no one needs to say anything into the chat. Sometimes you can't. Like I said, what about people who go to sleep listening to the stream? What about, Jesus, Game Grumps would be out of 90% of their audience. I know so many people just have them on in the background, not even like contributing to anything. But like, I don't see the appeal there. Is it going to be like you have to contribute in the chat every 5 seconds or else you're booted? Like, ugh.
Everybody's just doing their job. Nobody has balls.
Balls.
I'm not going to step outside. I'm waiting for the manager.
Manager.
Walk away. Manager's coming.
Good. Bring the manager. This is absolutely ridiculous.
You're not the manager.
And then to say that it's not discrimination is absolutely more ridiculous.
You're being discriminated against because you're not following policy. It's like walking into like a fancy restaurant in like dirty jeans and like a bloody tank top. Yeah, you're going to be asked to leave.
You should have seen how Lucas looked. He didn't go anywhere that was actually fancy, but these are places that people would dress up to go out to eat, right? He was just there in like his filthy hobo jacket.
I've walked into places like that and immediately like walked back out, and I was like, okay, I'll come back in when I'm like taking a girl out or something like that, and I want to dress up. I really don't want to grab a I really don't. I wouldn't really want to be in a place like this because it's just.
I think people got him banned from the Martini Lounge.
Nice.
Somebody who's on SSI does not need to be going to a Martini Lounge. That's expensive shit.
Yeah, he'd be able to have like what, 4 drinks there at best.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And he wanted to buy drinks for women too.
He has 4 drinks to prove how an alpha male he is to some woman.
I'm literally shaking right now, so I came out.
Literally shaking. She fucking sounds like she sounds like she's from Fargo.
Because I wanted to shoot some content for One God, and I came here to have some lunch, and then I was going to shoot some content. I was told that this type of place was open. This is the first time that I've been discriminated against since they started this jab card thing, and I don't go out into public because of it. And I came in here, and they told me that I can't sit down, and I can't have lunch because I don't have a vaccine card. Are you freaking kidding me?
No. That's
unbelievable. And everybody just sits here and has nothing to say. Bunch of freaking weaklings.
We can throw things at you. Someone in the back. I've got
What
this.
am I gonna have to say about it? I mean, have you ever met people where all like, "Fuck you, got mine"?
Yeah.
If they let me eat, they don't have to let you eat.
Oh shit! After this, did you see the stand-up? The woman stand-up gets attacked at like a comedy club.
Oh god, is it spreading?
It's spreading. This one seems to be coming from the other direction. A lefty one getting attacked by a righty, and alcohol's involved. But It's still the principle. It's still the principle of it. Like, what the fuck? Don't go for a comedian on stage. Don't go for a comedian on stage. It's not cool. And don't do it at home either. Like, don't wait for them to go home. I know that could be taken out of context.
Nazis! Nazis!
Nazis!
Sheep! Losers!
American education system, baby.
Alright. You good?
Call the police, please. I'm waiting.
Unfortunately, the phone's not working.
Oh, the phone? You want me to call him?
Yeah.
You want me to call him?
Yeah.
So I will.
Go ahead.
Give me my money back. Now.
I'm not going to deal with a belligerent customer.
I am not belligerent.
You are.
You're about as belligerent as an artillery barrage in Ukraine right now. You're a Karen.
Respectful, dude.
I did not disrespect you.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
You didn't?
No.
You didn't. So when I pick up a dollar
Martha, Snoop, what do you think about this woman? Is she?
I did not throw it.
Are they belligerent?
Motherfucker, bullshit.
I put it back.
No. This is what you did. I'm gonna show you what you did, homeboy. Right here.
Come on.
$1 fucking dollar is what it says, right? So I bring it up to your counter. You say it's the wrong price. I take you over there to show you it's $1. If you go like this and you say I ain't gotta change it, give me my fucking money back. You're not gonna disrespect me. Your phone don't work. I'll call the cops.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna ask. Do you know this David Levitt guy?
Name sounds familiar.
He's some sort of a Twitter personality, I guess. He always brags about his followers, and he tried to get this toothbrush for 1 cent because it was labeled that at Walmart accidentally. and then he went online and tried to leverage his following to make fun of this poor girl who had to tell him it's not 1 cent. It was like an electric toothbrush that was like $200.
I don't remember that, but that sounds like good content.
Dude, yeah, this guy's an extreme cheapskate, and he just tries to leverage his followers against people, but they decided to buy the employee a vacation instead.
I hear you.
You
But
hear
that
me?
last part sounded familiar, but I don't know. I didn't know the context.
No. Who the fuck do you think you are?
I forgot my name tag.
I forgot my name tag.
You disrespectful smart ass bitch. Give me my money back.
Call the cops already. Come on.
Do it. Call it. Call it, coward.
Refund my fucking money.
Get the store gun, point it at her face, and say, unless you call the cops right now, they're coming regardless. And don't even,
motherfucker.
Yeah, you want to try me? I don't know who I am. I told you, I lost my name tag. I'm very scared right now, and I could do anything.
I don't have a last name.
Leave the store and I'll return it to you.
I'll call the cops, because I'm a veteran. Cops love us.
A veteran. But he said like veterinarian, so it was like half veteran, half veterinarian. Veterinarian.
I'm not gonna. I'm not.
You're gonna goddamn refund my money.
I'm not gonna deal with her while she's yelling at me.
I answered the phones in Bahrain Air Force Base for 6 months until they found me drinking on duty.
You
If
me.
I'll return this to you because you're being respectful, and if she gets out, I'll
This
go.
is my husband.
I don't care. Your husband was raised right.
My husband would have seen you throw that at me.
Like that man is like he's clearly like, I'm too old to get a divorce. I'm just gonna wait until one of us passes. You know?
Your bars, love, I can't save you. Sorry.
What you shot? I'm bad. What for, gay?
Shoplifting.
What?
That fucker.
Shoplifting?
Yeah, you're not
You
allowed.
fucking half-faced fucking cow. Who do you think you are, eh?
Oh God, Scousers. Oh.
A ball of vodka. Ah, fuck off, you chicken.
Get out.
Here you know what I always say? Time to art and friends of you. Ta-ra to fucking you.
Ta-ra to you. Oh Jesus, fucking Liverpool. Next year I'm going to the UK. I don't know exactly where I'm going, but I'm not fucking going to Liverpool. I know that much. Those accents would just make the skin on my teeth just retract. Oh. Yeah, the stand up comedian attacked on stage. Heart attack on stage. Oh, I know what that is. It's let's see, it wouldn't be that long. Yeah, there we are. Trump fan attacks comedian. I would prefer not to actually watch, the raw video.
Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Did I vote for Donald Trump? What?
It was kind of like at the end of the night, she opened up to an AMA, and this drunk Trump fan asked her that.
What do you think?
No.
Okay. Here's the question for you. Why would you ask me that in here, knowing I'm the only Jew in this room? Are you trying to get me killed? If it makes you feel any better, I vote in New York. My vote doesn't matter there. It doesn't matter here either. It doesn't matter, guys. Guys, everybody vote for whoever you want to vote. I don't care who you voted for. I'm just happy we're all here together.
So you voted for Biden?
I don't know. Why does it matter? Yeah, so what? Why does it matter?
I can just tell by your jokes you voted for Biden.
Why are we talking
about
politics?
You could hear people like, what? Why the fuck are you doing this?
I can tell by the fact that you're still talking when nobody wants you to that you voted for Trump.
So rude! I just wanted to get into a political argument with you when you're live on stage.
This isn't how you heckle someone.
Alright.
This isn't a heckle, this is just...
But I did ask if anybody had any questions. I didn't think it was going to be... That's on me. That was on me for thinking I could have a human interaction with somebody. That's my fault. No, look, I'm such an insecure person. Here, I'll tell you the rest of that bit, and then we'll move on. I'm so insecure. I went and got an IUD.
So someone in the crowd, probably the woman, threw a fucking tall boy at her. Missed by miles.
Are you fucking kidding me? Yo, I'm never coming out with these people ever again.
You hear that person in the crowd. They're like, nope, I'm done with this crowd. And what does she do? She picks up the can and starts fucking chugging it.
Stay up to date with all the...
Jesus.
You know, she handled it a lot better than some others would. I know people who would have rushed out into the crowd and tried to jump her, or else would have rushed off scared. It actually went better than the what was that comedy night that was a disaster on Twitch? It was like a week or two ago. They had a second one. It was worse than the first.
Oh, I guess I don't know.
Oh, you know the one I'm talking about, though, right? It was like oh god, do I have to bring up Charlie again? Yeah, hold on, critical. Penguins, it's not critical. It's pretty far back. YouTuber cheat. Got so many different things. I forgot that it actually was. It was. Yeah, it was a while ago now. Fuck. Didn't think it was that long ago, but. Yeah, the drama. Here we go.
I couldn't decide whether or not to make...
There's me! I'm just gonna look down and see can I find the damn...
oh yeah.
Night.
There's a video of Lucas from, what was it, yesterday?
Oh, you know what, actually, yeah, fuck it. We haven't looked at Lucas in a while. Oh, but while you're getting that ready, though, there was also another lolcow we need to check in on, see if he's uploaded. Jared.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I hate this guy so much.
Jared is, well, no one should like him. He's a pedophile. Like, normally when online it says that, you can kind of like...
I am not speak English. I am speak English a little.
What the fuck?
Because I wouldn't really say that I hate Lucas or anything.
No,
Boy, I don't like him
at
all.
I think I think he's kind of really creepy and slimy, and he's clearly ill as well. Jared. Here.
But this Jared guy just pisses me off to no end every time I hear him.
Let's see. I am the anti-juggernaut. This is not the end for me. You can't get older. Yeah, a huge channel called out. And, like, he gets massive views, but they're all hate. They're all hate. Everyone who tries to like him, he ends up getting, like, massive... oh, yeah, Muay Thai. Here's him doing Muay Thai. And look at what he's done to his shirt. But he, like... Everyone just rips him apart for so many different reasons, justifiably on all of them too. But like he doesn't understand and he doesn't care, and I think actually he needs this because he has nothing in his life.
Oh, come on.
I find it strange he doesn't have a single ounce of body hair on him.
This is like mild aerobic exercise. He hasn't thrown a single attack yet.
Chubsy Wubsy was bear. Chubsy Wubsy likes little kids.
His arm doesn't change at all when he flexes. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's just old, and he calls himself a bodybuilder, by the way.
Like I've seen people a lot fatter than him, but I'm willing to bet they're probably in better shape than he is. Still.
Here's another one. Here's his 8-point blocking system. This. Look at him. So.
What does he think he's blocking exactly?
I don't think he's had that many interactions with a human person IRL. So like he probably doesn't know how people move. He's just.
All right,
he doesn't drink,
Punches.
but he's got a beer gut.
Punches can come faster than people see. You want to put your hands in front of your face so you don't actually have to see it coming. I mean, come on.
No, he's watched a lot of 90s action films. Like you clearly time slows down and then you kind of do it.
Yeah, like when I was a kid, I used to think martial arts must be kind of magic. People are superhuman, and it's like, yeah, not exactly.
Yeah, you ever see Crouching Tiger? 100% accurate.
Yeah.
So was Big Trouble in Little China as well. Yeah, here's him calling out Cat Lady. Because anyone who doesn't like him is old and old, ugly, and a cat lady who's sad and has probably been molested. That's his theory.
Listen, I just want some of y'all to know, my haters, I want you to know that I go in your profiles because, quite honestly, I find it to be a very entertaining task. Listen, I know a lot of you girls, you like to call me pedo as a cope.
No, it's an accurate statement. You like little kids. You've stated it on numerous occasions.
On TikTok, the best platform for stalking kids.
Yeah, and he follows one channel. Channel, and I'm so curious what that channel is.
You cannot get a boyfriend, and you're mad because people like me don't date used up whores. I'm just being...
You've never dated a woman in your life. You couldn't even get a prostitute because they'd require you to shower.
Bluntly honest. Get over yourself, sweetheart. Go to the gym.
He's the
work on your mental health, and
fat,
you can get a guy.
That's all I have to... of wisdom. Well, Buddha was fat, so... But I do get where you're coming from. Well, some
Buddhas are you're fat. Coping. You are coping hard right now. And it's only hurting yourself, sweetheart. Like I said, there's no future in being a troll, you know, being a little jaded old witch. It's just gonna wrinkle your skin even faster.
But he's the one who's pissed and making a video about it. Who's fucking coping here?
Oh, him. 100%. We've got him lined up after.
Okay, baby. Look, and again, I'm not trying to get people to love me. Obviously, I'm not with this video, but... I gotta call a spade for a spade. You guys are ridiculous.
And we gotta we gotta call a child molester. Like, oh well, he wants to be. I don't think he's so inept that I can't imagine that any kid would like.
Yeah, don't call him a minor attracted person. Yeah.
There's some great videos out. There's like a big channels that have called him out, showing footage of him just outright saying like he doesn't care about little kids or shit like that. And you know, at the end of the day, he doesn't. I don't think it'll sink in that one day the police will knock at his door and they'll put cuffs on him and he'll go away and then we'll never see him again. And hopefully that will be sometime soon.
Here's a clove of garlic. I'm going to show you an easy way to get it from the bulb to unpeeled real quick. This is already from the bulb.
Sounds so ill.
It looks like a pumpkin.
He looks like
he's out of breath. It's like you'd think there'd be some way for him to wait until he wasn't out of breath to make a video, but I think he just is all the time. Maybe.
It's like he's been trapped on an island somewhere for years now, and he's gone like completely like off the rails.
He looks like he can't even see through his doorway.
Separate it out. So I'm going to show you an easy way to peel this. You just stick it in to the garlic clove. And you go like this.
Lucas gets to stick it in.
And it's dry as fuck.
Okay, you're supposed to smash them.
Twist the knife in there.
Yeah, I can get some bomb-ass. I can get some bomb-ass garlic butter with just a marmalade paste. Like it's the easiest thing in the world to make grind down garlic.
Oh, that was two.
Shaking so much.
So I'm just going to attempt one outside the bulb. It's usually pretty easy to do.
Eventually this won't be funny to cover him anymore. He'll just become like this drooling lunatic who's just gonna like be able to say like 5 or 6 words and that's it.
He's on like dialysis. That doesn't seem like something for healthy people.
Yeah. Well, eventually though, I think when he reaches that level, he won't be able to stream anymore, and he'll just be gone. Like one day he'll just vanish.
Well, this is pretty lazy for him. A 1.5-minute video of him just showing how to peel garlic, which he thought he could do without getting out of breath, but I guess not.
See, it's all peeled now.
It's all peeled.
Whew, that was a good workout for today.
I just stuck my knife in it. Got another one. I'll show you again. Normal clove of garlic. Stick your knife in the fat part and then twist your knife to get it out of the casing. You see that? That's all perfectly peeled.
Somehow he is less pathetic. Who's more pathetic, him or him?
I'm not sure. Lucas isn't living with his parents.
That's true. He hasn't lived with his parents for years. And Lucas had friends at one point. Cared about them. Not anymore, because he
I don't know
drove
if he
them
cared
away.
about them.
No, who cared about
I know
him?
I would like to see I would like, it'll never happen, but I would like to see Lucas and Jared interact. I'm sure they'd fucking hate each other.
Oh god, like
because they can't even get along with normal people without flipping out on them.
You know, he was Jared was a big fan of Cobes for a while, and he doesn't mention Cobes anymore. Cobes every single stream will say about 50 times how he doesn't like sickos, and he means, of course, people who like kids. And what's this guy famous for?
He didn't even bother to defend himself against Keemstar. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
No, it's not. Yeah, he never denies
like, no one has ever done that.
Oh, like there's so many screenshots of like dialogues of people who tried to like be friendly to him. Did I tell you what happened when Teddy Rubskin, a streamer who does like a lot of reviews, like Sega stuff and shit like that, but he's like he's like a puppet of like a teddy bear in like shades. But he tried to befriend Jared, or at least be friendly to him. And on a live stream before Jared got his channel taken down, when he showed porn to on Shabisky's channel, and it backfired. But he at first was like friendly to Teddy, But then he searched Teddy on YouTube and found that Teddy had like 10 or 20,000 subscribers. And he fucking lost his... She became so jealous of him. He became so jealous that like Teddy actually has an audience who likes him. So I honestly don't think Jared's ever had a friend. I don't think Jared has ever had like people who want to be around him.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be pissed if I talked about him.
You should. You should. I know you don't like footage, but he'll just call you a soy boy, a beta, and probably a simp.
No papery stuff on it.
Oh my god, I was thinking what this reminds me of. Do you remember the old video of the drunk guy trying to explain how to make a hamburger?
No.
Oh, this was like, they even spoofed it in SpongeBob. Drunk guy...
That's an old meme then.
Oh god, it's a very old meme. Trying to make a hamburger. Funny drunk man, hilarious. What's a drunk guy SpongeBob meme? Wait, was it a hamburger? I know the SpongeBob version was if anyone remembers it, post it. But it was like, well, he's on his side, he's only like in his underwear, and he has like this crazy set of hair, and he just starts explaining how to do something. I thought it was making a burger. But it reminds me a lot of Jared there. Not Jared, Lucas. Getting my locals. Speaking of food, though, let's go on to our someone who is actually sentient and aware of what's going on, which is.
Oh, wait a second, he's back again.
Who?
Oh.
Who is?
Lucas. Lucas.
Oh.
Oh, he's making a roast with all the garlic that he peeled.
So he is.
Okay, why does he keep like just putting these roasts in a pan and baking them?
Probably the only way he knows how to cook.
Or is he broiling? I do like to broil.
Alright, before we... Ooh,
Wow,
that actually looks like it's passable.
He's so out of breath and he's so close to his phone.
Snyder's prime rib. I'm doing a cooking video today.
It's been a hard day of peeling garlic. Peeled 15 tons. What do I get?
Are you gonna use the 15 tons? No, actually, I don't need them. And he just throws it all away. Oh, the way he's sticking. Oh, the way he's sticking it into the meat.
Was this a thing? Do you just insert clothes into something? I guess maybe.
You can. Yeah, I mean, you can,
Oh, he's having trouble with it though.
Yeah. Wow, he's doing a Cobes level cooking video.
Wow, this guy is not in good health.
That's what he needs. Cooking more. He needs more red meat in his diet.
He's gonna give himself gout.
Then he can't move at all to find the hot babes. Where are the babes at? Well, they're not near you.
Yeah, I hear they're up on Post Street. That's where the age gap scene is happening.
Is one too big to put into the meat?
Probably.
Oh god.
My god. He should obviously be using a knife for this. I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's trying to fit the square peg through the round hole, I guess.
I love how he's doing it on fucking like portrait mode as well.
Yeah.
Without the dialogue, it makes it all the creepier. Are we sure that's beef?
Yeah, all we get to hear is breathing and then some guy messing around with meat.
Yeah, close your eyes, folks, and listen to this. They'll put you to sleep. Oh god.
Just digging into flesh with his bare hands.
This will stop the vampires. He's just sticking his thumb into it to make the indentation for the car. Like, oh.
He's gonna be like, "Oh, everyone, you want some roast?
You want some garlic beef?"
I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter what someone does with their hands if they wash their hands right before, but I don't think Lucas did.
No, that requires effort. You can even see that sink is kind of like really dry. Oh wait, no, I take that back. I take that back. Whether or not he did is a different matter, but the sink is dry. Is moist. Now I'm gonna cut the meat.
Yeah, I'm actually just guessing here. I can't tell from the video, but I've seen him cook with dirty hands before, so.
Oh sure.
Let's see what he did.
A lot of people have made cooking videos with dirty hands. Cobes, Rev and Shani. Fava beans and a nice Chianti.
I don't put a lot of effort into my streaming shit, but I'll at least take a shower before I get on stream.
I've been cleaning my kitchen for the cooking video tomorrow, and it's gonna be a spoof video where I make terrible pizza.
Yeah.
But you know what? It needed a clean anyway. I made the effort, and I'm glad I did. I'm now in that state where it's like the kitchen's clean, so I want to make extra effort it stays clean, and I'll be like really careful for the first few days. And then, whoop, I spilled something. Oh well.
Yeah. I'm not that clean. I definitely have to clean things up before I made a YouTube video as well.
I always see that as a great opportunity, like, you've got an idea in your head, but... Now you had the sauce, Oh, come on,
I doubt
don't
I'd make a cooking video.
Don't be subtle, get wild. Dump that whole thing in there.
What was that spicy mustard?
He did it way back at the beginning. It actually looked passable. Tangy mustard, barbecue, fire and smoke.
Fancy mustard barbecue sauce?
Yeah, it actually... I fuck with that. That looks okay.
Well, he's putting it on top of his roast before he cooks it.
Yeah, so the only time that I found one of the few times that is a good idea is when you're using spicy, that you like the taste of it, but it's too spicy. Like you like the tang, but then the fire is too much. If you cook with it, it actually burns off a little bit of the fire.
And all of his meat is beef, by the way.
I know.
Well, let's hope his hand was clean.
I closed my eyes for that because I could tell what he was doing. And is he gonna lick the hand now? He's making a meat baby. Stop looking at that glass. For some reason, that's really ominous. I feel like he's gonna have a jar and he's gonna squat over it, and then Justin Wang's gonna start narrating.
Man, he's out of breath.
Cleanliness.
I don't know how many times I have to say that, but...
Maybe that's why he's not narrating at all. Oh my god, did you see that rug? It looks like it's got like severe water damage. Ooh, that thing needs a good wash. Or is that not the rug? Is that like the tile? And then like the rug is like all around it?
I'm not sure. I don't actually see the graphics that well in
oh yeah, in Discord,
in
yeah,
Discord.
of course. Yeah, it does the weird trippy LSD shit.
Yeah, so the meat looks all horrifying and bright colored.
I'm a life force, bruv.
Ah, he spoke. The life force, I think, yeah, he might be this low on life force. He might just need more meat. Why are you breathing so heavily, dude?
It's brutal.
Where are you, BB? Give me some LOL. Wow, that's gonna be amazing.
That was like a snuff film.
Yeah, the meat baby has seen it. Its last known photo. Wern and the bitching pot roast. I want to read your love letters. What?
I like sushi. I need a way to eat sushi more because not having it makes me kind of depressed and sad.
It's actually Lucas's channel. I guess I won't leave a comment then.
Yeah, you'll get blocked because I was just thinking he really hates you.
He
has enough reason.
I would know.
I was gonna say,
but...
yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you were shocked that he hated you, I'd be like, come on, man, really? If I was in his position, God help me. But if I was in his position,
I don't think he watched my videos really, but he definitely reacted to them.
yeah, I remember him. A group of people were talking to him, and they mentioned you, and he was like, and I think it was just off, like, oh, what do you think of Walter? And Walter's like, oh, Walter, I think he just said you're a piece of shit or something.
He says I'm a liar.
Yeah.
I don't know, because that's weird, because then the current narrative was that Kiwi Farms is all lies, so...
I mean, you could have been, but then you watched his own stuff. Like, you watched...
though.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to watch stuff that was faked. That makes you feel like an idiot. You want to see the stuff that they actually did. Right?
And anyway, you go to the source. The source. why did challenge Brett Keane there all of a sudden? You go to, like, you see it firsthand. It's like Jared complaining that his videos are taken out of context. The dude literally said he wants to be with kids and has tons of screenshots. Lucas says all this stuff about telomeres and his weird game and age of consent. He also probably wants to get with younger women. You know, all this, him screaming up and down the street on his phone. Like, he done more than one, didn't he? Like, he doesn't.
He gets into trouble every once in a while because he's a nut job. Yeah, he got strapped. He got strapped to a gurney and taken
we
in
watched
the
that.
ambulance.
That was on Kiwi Farms. Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it was obviously Lucas. Nobody else would be yelling, "Fucking oligarchs, age phobia."
Like I said, I know someone who lived in Spokane. I think they moved now, and they were always terrified of spotting because they were an attractive woman in like their 20s and such. They were like, really worried about really across Lucas.
And that's why it's hard for me to find a job. And I haven't had to work in 20 years because I've collected disability. You want to bitch about handouts, you should...
He looks like someone...
I haven't had to work in 20 years because I've been on disability. It's like, does that mean you couldn't have worked?
Yeah. Like, I've been on DA for years, and I do everything in my power to keep active. And I don't, like, if the opportunity for a job ever came up that I wanted to do, but honestly, I'm comfortable the way I am.
He sounds all snobby about what he has. He's like, I haven't had to work.
Yeah, well, of course, he thinks that him and Jared would have this in common. Neither of them want to work, and they think anyone who does work is like a fool and a slave to the system. Which, I guess, like, the rat race is trash. We can all sit around and agree on that, but...
I mean, that's that stupid word that they keep using, cope. That's exactly what that is when people say they don't want to work because it's feeding the system.
Right? I mean, he's still feeding the system every time he has to pay VAT on something, or anytime he has to... If he takes the bus, it's going back to the system.
Yeah, get this. This idiot says that this idiot thinks he's carbon neutral. I'm like, where the fuck do you think your SSI comes from? You're not carbon neutral.
And hell, he's naturally not carbon neutral. Could you imagine the methane he puts out on an average basis?
To be carbon neutral, you have to put in like extra effort and probably money.
He could volunteer. He has so much free time. He could volunteer at like picking shit up from the side of the street or something. It would give him exercise. It would give him something to do. You know what I did for about a year? I volunteered up in a gallery. Why? Because I could. Before that, I used to work in a couple of shops in Dublin, charity shops. Those I ended up like, there's something to do, and it was fun.
I used to help the food bank here.
Oh, did you? Oh, did you?
Yeah, me.
Oh, okay, cool, awesome. Unfortunately,
like when I had more time.
Yeah. Like it's good to give something back, even if it's like picking up a can you see on the ground and finding a recycle bin to toss it in. You know, I imagine that can. Lucas is the one who threw that can.
Yeah, Lucas has done this before. He used to go outside the bars and like pick up trash, and that would be like his way that he'd try to hit on women. Didn't work.
Wow, that almost seems like.
I know, because he looks like peak homeless man. Like nobody has ever looked like more of a home bum than Lucas did. And he's out there
When I
picking up
was
trash
homeless,
and
I
trying to
looked
hit
like
on
I
girls.
looked like a fucking Milan fashion model in comparison to what he looked like.
It was ridiculous. I don't.
And
Bitch
the thing is, here's a good genuine question: homeless, has he ever actually spent a night out on the street?
Yeah, a lot.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he gets kicked. He's gotten kicked out of homeless shelters on many occasions, and then apparently he messed up his foot because he was throwing a
Oh, didn't he
tantrum about it.
sleep under a bridge for a while, like an
Yeah,
overpass?
he was protesting the fact that he got kicked out of somewhere, and he was like, "Oh, my parents will care if I die."
He keeps flip-flopping about his parents, doesn't he? Like he says that, like, oh, they give a shit, and then they don't give a shit, and then...
It was a very long time ago, but I don't think they really give a shit personally.
No, didn't they burn through all his inheritance already, just living their lives the way they want?
There is no inheritance. They're both married. I mean, why would he get the money?
Right.
Corporate handouts that, or the government passes out to the rich, not paying their rent or their taxes.
I wouldn't want to give him money anyway. What do you think he'd do with it?
Or anything.
Eat it. He'd eat it.
Yeah.
See, the way the taxes...
He DoorDashes himself expensive food when he has a bunch of money.
Yeah.
And gets a motel room. Well, he used to. I guess he wouldn't have to now.
Cobes. He does what Cobes does, only without the motel room. Cobes wouldn't be able to... He probably isn't allowed near any place that would have, like, security cameras.
Well, Lucas was living in the homeless shelter, so he really liked the motel rooms at the time.
Well,
that's
look,
a huge waste of money, though. It's like $80 for even the cheapest ones now.
Yeah, the age of the old Motel 6 is pretty finished, isn't it? You know what has sprung up, though? Fairly cheap value. Apartments for like holiday homes and shit. They still go fairly cheap.
Unfortunately, everything's expensive here.
Yeah, I know that, but the
I could pay $1,200-1,300 a month just getting an apartment.
It's far. It's far. Like I don't know about far, but it is definitely like on par, if not probably a little worse over here in Ireland. There was footage from Dublin near actually where I lived, and they were looking at a house for rent for a bunch of students. But you see this massive line of people, and the line went back and back and back and back and back and back, all to see one house for rent. And like when I was living in Dublin, I was paying an absolute fortune. Out here, if I were to leave here, I would have to have a place that was guaranteed, because Jesus fucking Christ, I would have nowhere to go except for a hostel. And I've lived out of hostels, and some hostels can be really nice, even if they cost a fortune to live there.
System works in the United States,
but eventually, like, you have to end up. You have. I don't know, like the housing crisis is terrible. So of course Lucas is never. Well, now one thing we do have is that we do have the housing authority, which
it's not like I think $1,300 a month is like a huge amount of money, but it seems like too much for an apartment. It was never that much when I was growing up. It's like fuck.
Let's see, how much was I paying in Dublin? Actually, how much was I paying when I worked in the States? That would be a better comparison for you. For 3 months? No, that doesn't work, because I was sleeping on someone's sofa and I was just throwing them the occasional 100 here and there. In Dublin, when I was living there, it was 100 for a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom bedsit. Like, the whole thing was just a tiny room. Per week, it was 125.
I remember when the apartments were like 800. That seemed a little more reasonable than 12 or 13.
I know some places in the States that you can get an apartment for about maybe $9 out in the Midwest. But who's that? Paul's son? Paul's ego. Yes, that he does look a little like older Paul's ego before he got the giant beard.
cases, the rich pay less and the poor pay more. As in terms
or Al Borland out of work.
of percentages, which is exactly
I
the
don't
opposite
think
of
so,
Western
Tim.
Europe.
I'd
So
look
go
after
fuck
my
yourself
finances.
when you say you hate handouts. I don't really care what you think. I'm a Democrat.
You're a Democrat until a Republican would come over and hit on you.
Piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
Or is it pieces of shit? Or is it pieces of shit? I think it's pieces of shit. Republicans, you're pieces of shit. What are you doing for me? Are you actually paying me money? Are you doing anything for me except just sullying my name? Go fuck yourselves.
Everyone's paying you money, basically.
Yeah, that's kind of how the tax system works. Anyone who doesn't pay tax, I guess, isn't paying you money.
We need to win this election.
I'm not paying you money because I'm not in the American tax system.
Lucas is even paying himself money. We have sales tax.
Technically, yeah.
Why? Because women have a right to their own bodies.
They do.
You know what you call people that don't? You know what you call a living being that doesn't have access to its own reproductive rights? Livestock. The point is that I need money.
They have the right for their own bodies, and those bodies are going to turn away from you anytime they see you. They have the right to do that.
Money. And if the Republicans say, "Oh, I hate handouts," well, then pay me some fucking money.
I want to read your
Cash
love
App.
letters, huh?
Easily enough.
Wait. If you want to complain about handouts, then give me some fucking money. And it's like, is his brain functioning exactly?
Now, I am a proud socialist who is also in a market liberal economy. So, I'm Irish government, gimme. And you at home, like, share, and subscribe, and gimme. Links in the doobly-doo. Now, see, that's the thing. I can be a mooch as well.
Everyone online's a grifter.
We're all grifters. That fucking word has lost so much meaning now. If you make money online, you're a grifter.
Well, that's what I think, but not everyone does.
Well, I always thought a grift was like a sort of, there was a cheat or a lie to it. Like, everyone knows where my money's going. It's going there at the bar at the top of the screen. Anytime anyone gives me money. Huh?
Yeah, I'm like, donate to my Patreon. Then you can help me buy 4 Locos every month. I say that a lot.
There you go. That's not
I used
grift.
to say it.
Yeah. And you could, and if anyone, and did people give you money specifically for that?
Well, I mean,
like
I don't know. It goes wherever it goes. It could go to my rent, depending on how you wanted to look at it.
Yeah, obviously, but like most people donating to you know exactly where the money's going. To me, that's not a grift, because a grift would imply like some sort of devious sneak to it, like some sort of like actually like, oh, I have something very important I need to save up for, and then it turns out that all my money's been going to that gambling dude who.
Maybe I call it a grift because it's an easy job, something like that.
Well, it's compared to like working in a factory or as a soldier. Yeah, of course. But
it's actually not that easy if you do it every day, but I haven't done that in a while.
It does drain on you after a while, Jesus Christ. And there's no guarantee of money on that either. In fact, if anything, I always find that it gets a diminishing return.
Yeah, never upload 2 videos in the same day, I say. I've done it several times, and it always turns out worse than if I didn't.
Yeah, you'll see maybe it's a part 1 or a part 2, but just wait another day or whatever.
I'm just not very patient.
I know somebody who stayed on Twitch for a subathon for about 42 days straight, and they made $142. That's it.
Oh, that's so sad.
And you know what else?
All I have to do is put out like a video.
Just call someone out. Thing is, they're actually a really attractive like e-girl. You'd think that they have the audience, and they do have the audience. It was a constant good audience with tons of raids, but no money, and that's because this shit isn't like a guaranteed anything.
I guess it's a bit different. If I put out a video, it's pretty guaranteed.
You get? Are you able to get monetized?
Yeah, I'm monetized. I make most of my money from ad revenue.
Oh, fair enough. Only place I can do ads is over on Twitch because I've not fulfilled the 4 requirements over here.
I don't run ads on my streams, but I do on my videos, obviously.
Well, I thought grifters were, this is from Gage, I thought grifters were people said stuff just for dollars, specifically not because they actually believe it is, like Dave Rubin or Candy Sowens or the quartering. Yeah, I would call that a grifter. Like they don't believe jack shit of what they're talking about. It's just they're gonna follow the hype to make some money off it.
Yeah. Oh, Alex Jones, Ethan Ralph.
Yeah.
Oh, even Cucker Tarleson.
Yes. Yeah, like he doesn't fucking hate half the people he talks about. He just knows that this is like money to siphon off idiots. Like I think, for example, Nick Fuentes believes the horrible shit that he believes. But does Ben Shapiro give a real fuck? No, he wants to make money to get people to buy his books and shit. Like he doesn't.
Well, it was working for a long time.
Well, the grift is going to this is where I think the grift does apply. Like it'll work until eventually it doesn't. And this is the thing. As you go down that pipeline of just insane ramblings, you have to up the ante every single time, or else people will drop off. There's no when you go like the extreme far right, you can't.
You can't up it past the crisis actors thing. That was like the peak, I think.
The Sandy, yeah, it ends up with Sandy Hook or January 6th, you know? It can't top that. I'll tell you actually what would have topped it if January 6th had worked. Then you would have been in a big old pile of trouble, except for those grifters. Tim Pool would have been doing a little fucking dance. Steven Crowder would have been hunting black people in the streets, you know?
It couldn't have worked. Did these people forget we have a military, or did they think that the military would side with Trump?
They probably thought the military, because they believe all the American propaganda from like 2005, where it was like a bunch of people standing proudly next to a flag, you know?
Nobody's going to risk their life and their family over that.
No, of course not. And you know what? Part of me almost wished that it would have resulted in more of those motherfuckers getting mowed down, but that wouldn't have sold it, and they'd have been fucking martyrs. It seems like the highest tier person who was in trouble for that was like fucking Baked Alaska. Oh wow, yeah, you really are going to show the right wingers now that Baked Alaska was briefly detained.
I like the shaman. That guy cracked me up.
Oh god, you see the interview on Channel 5 they did with him?
Well, he doesn't like Trump anymore.
No. He also did that with Alex Jones as well. That was interesting. Let's see. Tucker for sure. He straight up confirmed. He just says the things for money. Yeah, they don't believe this fucking shit. You know, at least people
in court to try to not get sued or something.
Yeah. Hell. Yeah, Alex had to say that like he was clearly an entertainer and you should take what he says at face value. Oh, you know, QAnon's thrown him under the bus because he's denounced so many things that he said that they're like, oh well, he's clearly like a deep state fed. He can't be one of us because he's too insane. It would like if Lucas was to be spouting some alt like QAnon bullshit.
On Instagram. You can't do that because I'd be blocked off if you aren't a friend.
He's gonna get a TikTok before the end of it.
Just comment on one of my posts or something that you'll.
I expected him to by now.
Yeah.
Pay me some money or YouTube or something.
Someone should just have a fucking compilation of every time he says the N-word. All smash cutting it together.
Because my idea is this: since the dating sites suck balls, only if you're their age or rich.
No. They just suck. But you know, you occasionally find someone who's pretty cool and you get to talk to them, but you wouldn't understand that. That's called human interaction.
By the way, Lucas has pretty much only managed to hook up with people through dating sites. It's only happened a few times, not with anyone that he found attractive, surely, but it's been his only success, so I don't know what he's complaining about.
That makes him more successful as a at least to interact with more people. Like I said, than Jared. I honestly think Jared is more pathetic than Lucas.
Lucas is now claiming 11 years.
That's more than Cobes.
11 years of involuntary celibacy.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. Good old incel.
It's called a pun, morons.
He who puns would pick
If the
a
dating
pocket,
sites
sir.
suck balls only for you and your
Morons,
generation
give me
and
money.
your class of people and your weight and your Chudley values, well, I feel disincluded. I have a bad case of FOMO, which is a fear of missing out. And I really am missing out. I can't afford to go to the bars.
Yeah, you can't.
And the dating sites suck. So here's my idea. Love letters from dudes to chicks.
What?
You pass along the love letter. You give me the love letter that you wrote, and I'll read it for you for somewhere between $20 and $50, depending upon...
Lucas, that's still kind of gay.
That's all right. That's on par with. There's a movie, and it starts with this guy in prison, and his bunkmate, a guy above him, is jacking off as he's basically describing a sexual experience with a woman.
God damn it!
Yeah, that's the same vibe. Like, it's not gay if you're not doing anything, bro. You're just telling them.
The length. We'll see how this goes. I was doing $5 shout-outs, but I think I need a little more money because I need some sushi. You feel me? That's what...
No. If anything, he should get his Cash App blocked, and like there should be like a $20 food ration card given out to him. That's it.
It's bussin'. It's sushi. That's swag.
He gets $250 right now, I think.
Yeah, but again, like that's after like he doesn't even like squander it on like survivable food. Like he squanders it on like ridiculously overpriced shit that'll last 1 or 2. And he's not starving.
He bought 20 pounds of beef products for $100.
I remember that. That's I did that when I was very depressed one time. I bought something like that.
Doesn't sound like a great deal.
Shit. Well, here's Dave.
With the smoke.
Cooking with
Back
Dave.
a couple minutes more, I gotta...
You know who this guy is? War Corpse?
No idea.
Lord of Patriarchy. Massive MGTOW guy. He's very sad. He goes after a lot of women. Kind of like a sadder version of the Quartering in some respects. At least the Quartering got married.
Cooking ribs with Dave. Delicious
He
fucking
posts
ribs.
really weird food recipes as well. What is it with fucking incels and food videos? I'm half tempted not to make a food video tomorrow, just so I don't want people to compare me as an incel.
What the hell is this? He just starts a video when he's in a bad mood.
Well, this is a live stream. He's like doing it right now. We could rate this.
Oh, right.
I'm not going to. I'm gonna wait for content. Content.
Scar's already burning unevenly.
Okay, so he's yeah. What the fuck? Shani for Christ, Jason's poor?
Hey, Jason. Let me show you what's for dinner tonight. Look at this. Yeah.
Okay, fries and mozzarella sticks? Chips and mozzarella sticks.
Making cheesy fries or something?
Maybe.
French fries and fish sticks.
Oh.
Yeah. One of my favorites.
Okay, I was my favorite when I was 8-year-old too.
I know it ain't much.
Yeah, I hear it's Kanye West's favorite.
But I tell
right?
you, Jason.
That might have explained a lot. Maybe he's got some red tide poisoning going on.
A lot more than what you have. Remember the old days when you made fun of everyone who had less than you, calling everybody poor?
Oh, shit.
Tyrone eating lobster with his food stamps. Who's poor now? Jason.
Well, he is. Yeah, he's very poor. They burn through all their money so quickly.
You're poor. How poor is he? I'll tell you, Jason is so poor that him and Shani have to check into a hospital just so they can have somewhere to live and something to eat. Hungry boy!
Neat.
Staying at a hospital should be expensive.
Staying in a hospital should be free.
Lucas went and got himself. He said that he was trying to hit on like 18-year-old girls when he got back from being institutionalized.
Yeah, didn't he try to go back to college again briefly, and it kind of just fell apart?
Yeah, he said that he couldn't approach women because none of them were wearing masks.
Oh yeah, that was the reason. I imagine he was going to cross the street towards one of them. One of them gave a look up from her phone that was like the look, and he just kept on walking by and kept on walking by and kept on walking by and never tried it again.
I find it extremely unlikely that none of the girls were wearing masks at this college, considering when it happened. So
Yeah.
I think he's just full of it.
All right, off to some decent food now. Well, actually, I don't know about that. He's doing ordinary sausage. We have to start with the White Castle ones.
Well, hey there, folks, and welcome back. I guess. We got some competition today. If memory serves, we did White Castle sliders, and those got a 5 out of 5. Also, the store was only selling the party pack, so I have like a ton of these cheeseburger bites. Where's
Oh god, we do shit like this, don't we? We've done
my money? Gruesome.
3, 2, 1.
Let's give one a little choppy noodle, see what it looks like while it's still frozen. You know, I don't know what I expected. Yes, my suspicions are correct. It is filled with meat and cheese.
It looks so generic.
Yep. All right, well, I'll see you in 9 minutes. There they are. You know, they look like your standard, Tostino's pizza roll, but how do they look on the inside? Meat and cheese. Well, let's give it a try, shall we? They kind of sort of taste like White Castle. They taste more like cheeseburgers you get at the gas station, really.
I've never had White Castle, ever. It's always been on my to-do list every time I go to the anytime I go to the States. I don't think there's any White Castle in around New York, is there? Maybe. If there is, then I'm gonna try it. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, you're fucking shitting me. From Krendar. We're supposed to be doing Thursday this week. He said, I gotta work with that afterwards. Well, that explains it anyway. I guess he gets a free stream. And I didn't want to stream today, in all fairness. I wanted to, honestly, I wanted to play some fucking Bannerlords. I had modded it to shit. And I just wanted to go to sleep. Let's wrap this up. Today was a curse stream. Walter, not because of you. You were awesome.
Yeah.
The shell doesn't taste like a White Castle.
Go on.
I'll probably cover this Lucas stuff on one of my own streams pretty soon.
Castle bun, but the inside of it sort of tastes like White Castle. So on a scale of 1 to 10 of how much this tastes like a White Castle cheeseburger slider, I'd give this probably like a 6. But how does it taste like a sausage? When we together used to be. Get in the cheeseburger hole. Cheeseburger.
That cooks pretty easily.
Well, no regrind necessary on this one. This one's pure mush. Cheeseburger in paradise. I like mine with sausage and fries. Just In 3, 2, 1. Let's sausage. This one's difficult.
It's
well, that's it. That's how we're gonna get. All that beige is indicating to me that this is not.
What?
This picture of Lucas.
Let's see.
Oh god, I gotta post this on Twitter.
We interrupt sausage to bring you Hot topic reject.
His head looks like it weighs as much as my body. Oh God.
It looks like he's taken a very a dog that just came out of the groomers with like a really long coat and just used it as a toupee. Oh, Lucas.
He's gonna go for the whole hair over the face thing, but he thinks he's gonna just keep his patchy beard.
His best hope now is to turn into a cousin It from the Addams Family. Just get himself like a set of shades and like a fucking like little bowler hat. Because apparently women loves him.
Not gonna be a very flavorful sausage.
You don't get to see his face anymore.
Sticky boy. This one's sticking. With special thanks to today's Mark Boxalo Boxer.
Hey, Charlie.
This guy! What a collage we have here. You got Charlie's O-face right in the center. I have a feeling, though, that this thing ain't gonna blow. But, will it blow? No. It's basically cement in there. But will it throw?
A little.
Yay! A disappointment all around, except the beautiful box art. So I'm gonna have to give that Will It Blow? No, Mark Ruffalo's! I'm sorry I let you down. And we'll be cooking this in the fires in which it was originally forged in. Alright, we're gonna let this cook at 375 for like 10 minutes. It's still not quite done. Another 10 minutes. That was a 30-minute cook time, but boy does that look good. Well, I can tell you one thing, the skin is mighty crispy. So, let's open it up and see how we did. It doesn't look too flavorful in there, does it? Well, alright, let's try this thing. Here we go! Yeah, as predicted, there's not too much flavor in this thing. It tastes mostly like the Tostino's outer shell, and that's about it. A little hint of cheese, a little hint of gas station hamburger. This doesn't hold a candle at all to the original White Castle slider sausage. I am impressed with the way that the toaster oven cooked these sausages, so we may be doing that for more bread-based sausages in the future. So I'm gonna have to give this sausage here a 1 out of 5. Bop, 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 bop.
So much cleanup in every episode. I'm about to call it a night because this has been a doomed episode, a doomed one. But also I'm really tired. And like I said, I've got shit to do in the morning. Speaking of, we are going to now do some Buff Corel to wrap up. But I just want to say that. I guess from next week onwards anyway, we're doing Thursdays. So, yeah, that's going to be that. And don't forget that I've got a cooking video tomorrow, as well as a regular drunk stream here on YouTube. So be sure to pop in for that. But Walter, is there anything in particular you want to promote before you are gone?
No, I think I'm good. That Lucas picture cracked me up.
He looks like in that picture, he again with the dog metaphor, he looks like a grumpy dog. He looks like a very grumpy, like little bulldog or something like that.
He's about to turn 43. He definitely looks a bit rough.
Brutes. Let's have a look. Billy Joel, tell her about it. Rosa Walton. The Killers, When You Were Young. Mr. Brightside, Stacy Q. Naruto, no, thank you. Smashing Pumpkins, Other Side, Arctic Monkeys. Steve Lacy, Cranberries, Dream, California, Placebo, Play. Maybe Peppers. I'm always a big fan of Peppers.
Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy Buff Crow, baby, back on the But Dead Levels. We back again, tough friend. It's your boy Buff River 122 back on the back of the back. Backity back. Up of the deck, up of the deck, up of the decky, up of the decky, up of the decky, up of the decky.
Up of the ducky, up of the ducky. I agree.
Back once again, tough friend, your boy Buff Roo. Set the camera straight on raw levels and straight. Okay, today we're gonna do red hot chili peppers. The other side on the one stew. Your boy Buff Crow back on the upper deck levels. Without further ado.
Let's buff out.
Let's get ready, Sega. Let's watch, man.
Are we ready, Sega Source, man?
Let's watch, man.
I like his red pants.
Hello, will I slide and separate my side? I don't believe it's bad. Slit my throat is all I'll ever heard your voice through a photograph. I thought it up, brought it back out the past. Once you know you can never go back, I gotta take it on the other side. Centuries are an end to me, a cemetery and I married the sea. Stranger things never change my mind, I gotta take it on the other side.
Take it off the FSI.
The other side. Take it on. Take it on. How low will I slide and separate my side? And I don't
Gage, I think he already has.
Slit my throat is all I'll ever pour my life into a paper cup. The ashtrays full of spilling my guts. She wants to know, am I still her slut? I gotta take it off the other side.
I feel you, Buff.
Scarlet, and she's in my bed. A candidate for my soulmate to blend, yeah. I push the trigger and I pull
Subtitles
the
are on.
I gotta take it on
fire
the
tonight.
Other side. Take it off the other side. Take it off. Take it on. How low will I slide and separate my side? And I don't believe it.
Sounds like a goat.
Slit my throat is all I'll ever.
I guess it's better than getting out of breath feeling garlic.
Like I said, I want Buff to cover one of
Turn
Lucas'
me
songs.
on, take me from heart, right, burn me
What
out,
colors?
leave me on the other side. I yell and tell it that's not my friend. I tear it down, it's born again. How low will I slide and separate my side? And I don't believe it. Hey, slit my throat is all I'll ever. How low will I don't believe it.
Oh, shit.
And I don't.
Lives of TikTok just came back.
It's so alive. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Good one. Good one.
I'm sure they'll get banned in about a day.
Whose TikTok came back?
Libs of TikTok, the Twitter account.
Oh shit! Yeah. Let's see how long
they
before
just got
they
back from from another week-long suspension, I guess.
Yeah, let's see how long before they're being cancelled after posting people's addresses. You know, like
They're inciting people to attack hospitals who aren't even doing what they say they are.
Oh god, they're they're the true victims. There, not the people who
They're basically doing what people are accusing Kiwi Farms of, but they're gigantic compared to Kiwi Farms. They have like 1 million angry followers.
Yeah, like politicians quote them and shit. Although politicians have probably also quote Kiwi Farms at this stage now, because that's the world we're living in.
Well, Marjorie Taylor Greene is particularly stupid and decided to blame Kiwi Farms trans rights activists for attacking her.
I remember that. Oh god, this is it always reminds me of this meme out of the Ukraine war, and it's just this Ukrainian soldier speaking, and the translations is, "We're very lucky that they're so fucking stupid."
Oh, that was amazing. What the hell? I think it was obviously like 4chan pulling all the strings.
Oh sure, like these.
Just because they like to watch everyone get in trouble and get fucked up.
Yeah. Oh hell, I was in the fucking. I was never in the 4chan trenches, but I was like I said, I started off doing shit like this in like Drunken Peasants, and Drunken Peasants just love, especially back in the day, they just loved watching anything, and it was great. But even then,
I guess better than Something Awful back in the day. It was kind of like Kiwi Farms is now.
I remember Something Awful, yeah.
Except there was a lot more hate against things like furries and people with Asperger's than there was trans people.
Isn't that where Internet Historian got their start at?
It would seem like it. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, probably they were like in the chat rooms or whatever.
He reminds me of a goon.
I liked his whole the guy in the whole video we posted out recently. That was pretty interesting.
Still making content.
Yeah, like and it's not just sort of like LOL.
I never got over the Shia LaBeouf story. That's still the funniest thing I've ever heard.
There's a lot of really good. Look, the Concordia. The guy in the whole video, like an hour long, it's a really crazy story. Zone between Area and 51 when everyone did the Naruto running towards Area 51. Tales from the Virus. Oh, was that when all the toilet paper was running low and those guys were trying to steal it?
I think Justin Wang covered Mr. Hands recently, and I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah, Mr. Hands. That was the horse one.
That's a bit legendary here in Washington, believe it or not.
Yeah, how the law had to be changed after that, even though it was still on the fucking books.
That's okay. Texas still doesn't have a law against that, so they're presumably just doing it.
The Bargain Bucket, Various Serious Business. I remember the one he did on I remember the one he did on the Furry Con, and how people like brought whippets to the hall. And they were doing knocks in their fursuits, and like someone back-ended all the toilets.
Yes. I've met that person.
You met?
Sappy kid. I met the person that someone said it was in a post. I don't know if that's true, but
Ryan Gosling at the grocery.
Yeah, this is it was the Rainforest Convention. It happens in like Seattle. A lot of the people are from the Pacific Northwest.
And of course now, they've been banned from every
But
hotel.
yeah, it sure doesn't fucking happen anymore because that diaper shit got out of control. People were just walking around in diapers, soiling themselves.
People got arrested. Cars were keyed. Ambulances showed up. A lot of these people just didn't know how to interact in the real world, and other ones were like neurodivergent fucking. I'll say because it's my channel and because I am one myself.
They wanted to go really hard. They're like, oh, it's my chance to party, which is is what these conventions were, but you know, you can't just
I've been to
act like you're a fucking
conventions.
rock star. Those people gotta pay when they do shit like that.
Yeah, like you'd see like these fucking like old couples who are there visiting their families who stayed there, and then you'd next to these fucking like 19 or 20-year-olds who had never gone out to a party before, like fucking giving each other blowjobs in the hall. Like,
yeah, those people didn't have to party as hard as they did.
And it didn't even look like fun partying. Of course, it could have been worse. It could have been DashCon. We have Sargon and a ball pit.
I wouldn't call that a party. I'd rather jump into that thing that broke the woman's back.
I was thinking it's now been usurped. Back in my day, TwitchCon, our version of TwitchCon was called DashCon.
I'd rather stand out in line for 8 hours at TanaCon.
Oh, why does that name sound familiar?
No, I actually wouldn't. I have red hair. I'd probably die.
A
YouTuber. She tried to have her own convention at the same time as TwitchCon because she wasn't invited.
Yes, I remember that. And didn't like knockoff of knockoffs that happen?
She's not a Twitch person. It must have been VidCon, but yeah, she wasn't invited to it. So then she set up this woefully understaffed event. She sold way too many tickets. Nobody could get in.
Yeah,
people were just pissed, and then she couldn't deal with it. And then what? Shane Dawson threw her under the bus, and Shane Dawson is not exactly
a great person.
Loved by people in the first place.
Yeah, he's no one really talks about him anymore except to go like, this here Fire Festival, I watched like 2 documentaries on it. It's just oh my god, it was such a nightmare.
Now that guy's a grifter.
Yeah, that was a grift. Yeah, Billy the Fridge apparently is connected to one of the there was Fire Festival, and then there was 2 documentaries on Fire Festival, and he was connected to one of the.
I mean, I don't think Ja Rule's a grifter. He just is. He just made a bad choice, I guess.
Well, he went with bad people who he didn't bother to do his research.
He didn't find out that this guy was a grifter, because if he looked it up, he would have known. Yeah.
But I mean, even all the warning signs were there, like the way he even looked and acted, you know. Anyway, I am ready to call it a night, and I almost think that my roommate just sent me a message, saying that like I gotta get some sleep because we both go up at the same time to the shop, so I need to grab myself some few hours sleep. This was a fun stream, a little bit cursed with everything going wrong, but we still managed to get a few laughs out of it, so I call that a success. Well, sure. Thank you so much for showing up, and now we know why Krendar didn't show up. I guess Thursday.